Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. Guys, what's going on? What is going on? It's good to see you guys, man. You know, here we are on a Thursday? I don't even know what day it is today, right? Hold on.
That's how you know it's a great week.
One thing here. Hold on. Why is my... Guys, give me one second here. I'm having problems hearing myself. Hold on. Let me see if my settings changed because I did a update. So anytime that I update my Windows, everything goes crazy, and I gotta fix it back. So guys, here we are. Michael's here. What's up, dude? There we are. Arch Knight, what's up, man? Hey man, Locke. He says he's been watching you for a while, man. You know.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Rejai, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you as usual. Oliver's here. Tim Hicks is here. Daniel's here. 2000s guy is here. DGM is here. Guys, what's going on? Guys, we have Locke the Bounty Hunter here. And guys, Locke is going to be here as today's co-host for a 3 News, and then we'll actually get into a discussion. But Locke, let's break some news.
Oh yeah, let's.
That never gets old. Yes, here we go. Let's do this. So guys, you know the old saying, women drivers, no survivors, right? Here we go, guys. Look at this.
Our other top story tonight, we're getting our first look at the woman now charged in the hit-and-run crash that killed a 3-year-old boy and critically injured his mother and twin sister.
The judge today setting bond for this woman, Tammy Sandoval, $600,000. This all happened Sunday night after a festival in Livonia at the intersection of Merriman and Linden Street. Lauren Kostick live for us this evening.
Look at that.
Lauren, you spoke to the family of the victims.
Yeah, Karen, they tell me they are just so thankful for.
So guys, they were crossing the street, and this woman said, and just kept on driving.
Oh man,
they're demons, man, demons.
For all the love and support and prayers lately that they've been receiving. That really can be seen here at this intersection with not just this memorial, but one on each corner, all 4 corners. And we did get a little bit of good news tonight. We hear that 3-year-old Chloe, the sister, she is back home tonight, but her mom, she still has a long road ahead. All of this as the family is still dealing with the loss of a little boy.
Damn.
I really don't know how to handle this because it's new to us. We've never experienced this, and Lord knows we never wanted to experience it.
It's been a nightmare for Michael Robinson. Sunday night, his daughter and his 2 grandchildren hit by a driver while leaving the Livonia Spree Festival. 3-year-old Khalil died while his twin sister Chloe and mom Tia were rushed to the hospital. The driver nowhere to be found. Days later, Robinson is still waiting to visit his daughter, who is in critical condition.
How can you, in her condition, how can you tell her she lost a baby?
But today, a glimmer of hope as Chloe returned home.
She's doing fine. She's traumatized, of course, but she's at home with us. She's taking my phone every chance she gets.
In the meantime, the driver, Tammy Sandoval.
Look at that. Look at those dead eyes right there. What do you say?
I could just take one look at her and think, how can I pin this on the president?
Yeah, right. Facts.
This is somehow his fault.
Sultan, what's up, dude? Eric, what's up, man? Good to see you. Drop Dead, how's it going, man? Appreciate the compliment. My friend, thanks, Mr. W, how's it going, man? Good to see you.
Remains in jail. The 55-year-old from Mount Morris given a $600,000 bond with no 10%, meaning she has to pay.
You hear that? $600,000 bond, no 10%. Let's go.
Good.
In full. The prosecution also listing her criminal history.
Guys, this is in Detroit, right? You guys know why this happened? I'm sorry. This is one of the few white male judges in Detroit.
Yep, we're okay. That's all they need for the acquittal. That is all they need.
If it had been a B-dub, if it had been a B-dub, she'd have been released on her own recognizance. You know what I'm saying? But
unfortunately,
this is one of the only cisgender straight white males. So he was like, I'm throwing the book at you.
In multiple car crashes, with one leading.
Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
Listing her criminal history, including a drunk driving conviction and multiple car crashes, with one leaving 2 people hurt. Sandoval's license was also suspended.
At this time, bond will be set in the amount of $600,000.
I'm not bitter at her. I'm not upset. I'm not mad with her. But I am a little confused.
In the meantime, relying on...
I don't do that whole, I have to forgive. That's not me.
County judge.
Here you go, guys.
This teenage girl.
Here, look at this one first. Where is it?
A Texas high school.
Look at this. Yo, check this out, bro.
Oh, God.
A Texas high school teacher already facing charges for an improper relationship with a student is now under even more serious legal fire. 51-year-old Jennifer Massey,
51 years old.
Oh my God.
Banging students. Look at that.
That's messed up. Like, I can't stand story. Like, no, I shouldn't put. I dislike stories like this just because, it is totally different when the teacher is a woman.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, like it's that kid is going to be messed up for the rest of his life because of her.
That's true. That's true. And guys, I can cover this on this channel and Let's Catch a Predator channel. Every now and then I get some done here. I don't know, man. The boy didn't even like it. It's like, no, dude. No. Children should not be victimized this way. It doesn't matter who, what, when, where, and why. It makes no sense. And this still shows how biased society is and how biased the criminal justice system is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, it's messed up. It's messed up.
Art teacher was arrested after authorities discovered her allegedly engaging in sexual activity with a juvenile. Deputies were called to a construction site for reports of a suspicious person. What they found was a shocking scene. Massey was allegedly caught having sexual contact with a student. She was arrested and put behind bars, but now new charges are being filed, including sex trafficking.
Look at that.
Massey could spend years in prison. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, so she must be the new girl. You know what I'm saying? She can get it. You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start a leaf blower.
You know what I mean? Because the other girl, she was a biggin who had a bull ring, and I remember Snowboard just couldn't believe. Like this chick's supposed to be a lawyer. She has a bull ring in her nose.
Kennedy Walker, and I'll walk you through the details. You're watching Law and Crime. Former Texas art teacher Jennifer Massey, first charged for an improper relationship between an educator and a student, is now facing a string of new serious accusations. The 51-year-old was first arrested in October of 2024. According to deputies, Massey, a former teacher at Davenport High School in San Antonio, was found at a home under construction where she was allegedly engaging in sexual conduct with a male minor. She was arrested at the scene and charged with improper relationship between an educator and student, a second-degree felony. So far, investigators have not disclosed the boy's age or the exact nature of the alleged conduct. Following her arrest, Massey was placed on administrative leave by...
Guys.
Oh, my God.
I think that the student had to have been in middle school because, guys, you don't take art in high school. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Well, one thing that's really bothering about this, like, why can't we call it? It's like they refuse to call it what it is. Yeah. I mean, she ended up engaging in this act with a minor. If this was a dude, they would say it was a statutory hard R word. Yeah, they would say that. But no, because it's a woman. Oh no, it's just improper conduct. No, let's just call it what it is.
Mm-hmm. Spacious, what's up, dude? Captain Plane, how's it going? Good to see you guys, man.
Mal ISD and did not return to the classroom. In a letter sent to parents at the time, the school's principal acknowledged the charge, writing, "I know it can be quite disturbing to learn that one of our teachers was charged with a crime such as this. If your child has any concerns or questions, our counselors are available to meet with them as needed." The statement also noted that Massey was vetted and passed a background check before being hired.
Look at that.
Now, nearly a year later, the charges are escalating.
That says 8th grade.
This week, prosecutors filing 4 new felony charges against Massey, including sex trafficking, sexual assault of a child, and 2 counts of indecency with a child involving sexual contact.
Dang.
Officials say the new charges are connected to the same 2024 incident. Massey was rearrested and held on a $125,000 bond. She has since posted bail and has been released.
She's out on bail.
That's messed up.
If this was a guy, there's no way he'd be getting out of jail.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah, no, this is freaking, it's messed up. This is not right. It's not okay. It's not.
I told you guys that I knew a girl in college who was like 21. She said she got pregnant by a 15-year-old. And not only did she not go to jail, because he needs to step up for his responsibility. He's 15. And then he took his family to court, and the kid's dad had to pay her child support.
Oh my God.
Insane.
And here to break down the story with me is trial attorney Bridget Williams. Bridget, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh. Guys, if this is your lawyer right here, where's this chick? You're cooked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 3
Guys, you're
months
better off representing yourself.
Oh man. Asteroid now.
It's a second degree felony, so that holds the weight of 2 to
blah 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 blah. All right, guys, no look at this one, and then we'll get into the discussion here. Here we go. Now, guys, I showed like a small clip of this story, maybe on Sunday's live, but now we can kind of get into the meat and bones of this, okay?
Girl allegedly killed her parents in a case that had gone unsolved for months.
Look at that.
That is until this week. Her parents were found shot dead inside their home in February. Their 6-year-old daughter found them. But you will not believe the next part.
Isn't it crazy what makeup and filters can do, guys? Look at this. Yeah. This is supposed to be the same person. Where's it? You guys saw her mugshot, right? That's supposed to be the same person. Look at that.
But you will not.
Yeah. Look at those freaking eyes, man. That is unsettling.
Look at that. Look at that. That deadness in her eyes.
Oh yeah.
Leave the next part. We sure could.
Yeah. Pink Panther. What's up, dude? Gotta see how's it going. Blood boiling. Yeah. She was even at her parents' funeral, like crying, hamming it up and everything. She's the one that killed
teen killer spoke at the funeral
of
her parents at their church.
Although there's nothing we can do to bring them back, we still have control over how we treat people.
And
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Demons.
Yeah, and don't forget, men are still more dangerous than bears.
Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, guys, the deaths of evil. Like, guys do messed up stuff, fine, but all the most evil things that I've ever seen in real life have been done by these 304s, man. You know?
Oh yeah.
8-Bit Banger, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you as usual. Good to see you, man.
Then let's talk about the TikTok account that we found. Just wait until I show you what she said about her family.
Yikes! Look at that.
And
you
this
know
cake
she intentionally put that mascara on.
Oh, Of course.
Media. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. James and Kristen Brock. They lived in Carrollton, Georgia. It's a little more than an hour's drive south of Atlanta. This couple, they were beloved members of their community, devoted churchgoers, and they also had a 6-year-old daughter together. In fact, James posted this on Facebook on February 19th, saying, quote, "When I'm down and don't feel good, I find comfort in this little girl." Police say he was murdered within the next 24 hours.
Damn!
Of that post. Reportedly, it was that little girl, who was 5 at the time, who found him and her mom, Kristen, after they had been shot. It was on February 20th that law enforcement responded to this home in Carrollton and found the Brocks shot. They were both in their bed. This case went unsolved for months. Kristen's dad, in the days after the murders, offered $5,000 for information that would lead police to the killer. He told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that these murders, whoever did them, quote, was cold-blooded. This week, police announced that they know who the killer is, and it was someone that he knew very well.
Today, we can confirm that an arrest has been made in the case. Kristen Brock's 17-year-old daughter, Sarah Grace Patrick, has been taken into custody and charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault.
Starting young. Locke, did you see the case of the 5th grade girls that were planning to delete that boy at school?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Starting them young, guys. This misandry, this man-hating, you know what I'm saying? They're starting it at such a young age. And here's the thing, guys. The only way, actually, that I think, other than walking away, is to use the Saudi Arabian. I'm serious. Chick comes at you with a knife or whatever, you should be able to freaking psycho crusher them behind. Straight up, dude. That's the only thing that's gonna actually even things out, because chicks, they're so far removed from violence. Locke, have you heard the thing where like young boys horseplay so we can actually get a measure of the use of force?
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be surprising at all. I mean, the only difference is that when dudes horseplay, it's freaking all in good fun. It's lighthearted.
But what I'm saying is that as you and your friends get older and you're throwing them up, you're actually learning how to control your use of force. So when you're here's the thing. When you were 12, you knew that with your friends, you're but if a kid pissed you off, you hit them hard. They say women don't do that. That's why you see chicks, they'll be hitting their boyfriend. Guys, I know that we joke around a lot, channel, because never, ever put up with anyone laying their hands on you.
No, don't do it.
If a chick slaps you, lays her hand on you, press charges and leave, okay? Guys, this is why chicks will escalate. They'll slap you, they'll hit you, and then they get mad, and they'll get even more mad because they're not hurting you, right? And this is when you see a guy, he takes a slap and he just walks away, and she grabs a frying pan and bang, hits him in the back. And then she's like, she's shocked. She's like, oh my God, I didn't. Guys, they actually didn't, when they say that they didn't mean to, they wanted to hurt you, but a lot of times they don't understand. If you pick up a skillet and you hit a person, it's going to probably kill them. You know what I'm saying? Men understand that. We understand with our fists, because from a young age. No, I'm not trying to remove all accountability. What I'm saying is, when you have emotions with a person that doesn't know how to regulate force, that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And that's what women are. There's a, I can't find this video. This lady, she runs an Australian nonprofit for men's survivors of DV. And
I am willing to bet she gets all sorts of hate on Facebook.
Yeah, she does. But the reason why she does it is her son got deleted by his girlfriend. He's like a 6'6", 270-pound guy, and he would, he would just take it. Like, Mom, it's all right. She can't hurt. She was 5'2", like 125 pounds. So she was mad at him. They were fighting. He was on the couch, and she picked up a big kitchen knife and got him in the neck. And when he fell to the floor, they said she was so angry that the knife went through him and into the floor multiple times. That's how hard she was getting him with the knife.
Yeah, that is horribly tragic.
Yeah,
that is horribly tragic.
Yep.
Was the 5-year-old who would find their parents dead and then reportedly,
let's get to the social media
with the caption, quote, "They don't know it, but a year from now, me and my 5-year-old sister would find them wrongfully shot dead in our home and won't get to watch me graduate high school, see me walk down the aisle, and couldn't even say goodbye." Here's a video of her crying. This was posted on March 18th, less than a month after she allegedly killed her parents, with the caption, quote, "Please send prayers for healing and a break from everything.
Look at that. She's the one who shot him. Look at that. Look, demons, man.
She threw on the mascara minutes before turning on the record.
We should call you Lockstradamus. You called it. Because you called it. Let's go.
So tired. I should probably
I'm gonna have to use
it later. Here's a picture from a TikTok on Mother's Day this year in May with Kristen, who she allegedly murdered, with the caption, "But my ultimate inspiration comes from my best friend." And here she is crying, heading to the funeral of the two people she allegedly killed. She also has this picture that reads, "What do you mean I can't call my mom?" And then there's this one that says, quote, "Why me?" Now, these are incredibly sad, but then you have to remember that law enforcement says they have a mountain of evidence that shows she is the one who did this. At the same time, she also appears to have continued to live her life beyond the alleged cover-up that she killed 2 people. Just a week ago, she posted this video from a beach. In their news conference, law enforcement said that Sarah Grace turned herself in after she was told that she was going to be charged with the murders of the Brocks. Her biological father, law enforcement say, drove her to the station. The sheriff's office also said there was a, quote, "mountain of evidence that ties her."
Damn, that's crazy, huh?
She'll still say she didn't do it. And I didn't do it, but if I did, I had a good reason. And what is that reason? Oh, they wouldn't let me go to a kegger.
Yeah, or they wouldn't let me see my boyfriend, or they try to take my phone away. Please. So
it's going to be something like incredibly petty.
Yeah.
It's like the fact, this is what's kind of scary, is the fact that like this kind of behavior, I don't want to say encouraged, but we are seeing a large number of sociopaths entered into the population.
Yeah. I think that they're not, I think that they might have like developed sociopathic tendencies, because remember, a small group of people are actually diagnosed sociopaths. But I think that with social media and the need for attention and the lack of connection with real people, that we have there's going to be a whole new type of like psychopathy going on with these people. Just like, it's like, okay, there's kids that grew up in the hood, right? And they, through their upbringing, or here, people, have you ever talked to like an immigrant who grew up in a third world country where there's just like war and stuff, and they're just like desensitized to like tragedy? Like a friend of mine, he's well, I have one friend, she's from Kosovo, a coworker. She's from Sarajevo. Sorry. She's from Bosnia. And she tells me stories, and she's just of like tanks and bombs and landmines. And she's just like, it's like, dang, seriously? But to her, it was just normal.
Yeah. So, no, we see that kind of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
It is crazy, the power of the human mind.
Yeah.
It is absolutely crazy.
The guys, make sure to go over and sub to Locke's channel, man. I'd appreciate you guys going over there and giving him some support. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, guys, so Locke, you've been in the red pill space for how long now?
A couple of years. No, I just got the update. The channel anniversary was yesterday, so 2 years.
Well, congratulations, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm going to give you a round of applause, man. Yeah. And so do you have like a red pill origin story?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. I will admit I was blue pilled for a while. You know, there's no shame in admitting it. And I proudly admit that I was a former simp. I think a lot of us were. Typically, you have a lot of this stuff is learned the hard way. But no, it was actually during the great unpleasantness of 2020. I was pretty much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was locked in my apartment and pretty much just trying to get any information that I could. And the only stuff that I was getting was guys like Stephen Colbert. Don't get me started on that. Don't even get me started. Oh, he's a beta? I didn't know he moved up in the world.
Classy Pete says I've been subbed to Locke for about a year now. So, yeah,
you're a classy guy, Pete. Classy guy. No, but pretty much after I started like accumulating all of these news stories, I started seeing this was shortly after Kevin Samuels passed on. I started getting like feeds from Beast Most Smooth and Man Talk, and I started watching those. I was freaking laughing my head off watching these TikTok videos, and Taylor the Fiend and all of these guys, they are showing some comedic gold. But like one thing I noticed, I have always had a weird sense of humor. Nobody is bringing absurdity into this mix. Like we are in uncharted territory, and I've always been of the firm belief, like you got to laugh at this stuff.
Yeah.
And you've got some guys with humor. I just decided, we need to add some more absurdity into this. And, and I started just making the content, and here we are.
Well, I think that's one of the things that like you and I have in common is laughing at this. You know what I'm saying? Because it is hilarious. I think that I've had multiple subs tell me that they like my channel because I'm not all angry and that means ignores. You know what I'm saying? I just laugh, guys. This is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And because guys, we were just fine with being having the worst outcomes in society, right? Us men, we were the homeless, we were the incarcerated, we were the junkies, we were the this, that. And now these women fought so hard to be out here in these streets, right? All this.
I am woman, hear me wrong. Too big to ignore.
And now they're getting all the same negative outcomes as us. You know what I'm saying? You see an increase in homeless women. You see an increase in women getting evicted, chicks in debt, chicks on drugs, chicks in jail, violent arrests. Guys, they're basically turning into the very men that they talk trash about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It is absolutely crazy. Oh, thanks a lot, man.
So Michael asking, like, you don't have to go like into detail, but like, what made you start your channel? Like, just other than like, did you think about going to TikTok first or Instagram, or did you have a plan for YouTube? And like, what made you have like your avatar and all that other stuff?
So pretty much, I mean, the short version is I was actually, I've always wanted to start up a YouTube channel. I tried a couple of times and it didn't really work out a whole lot. And I was just, I'll never forget, I was house sitting and Taylor the Fiend put up a video just saying, hey, we're looking for content creators. And I had never taken a chance a day in my life, because, I mean, when you've got a fear of rejection, which is very real, I will admit, I just thought at this point, I've got nothing to lose. I whipped up like this small segment. I think it was like 10 minutes long. I sent it over. A couple weeks later, they're saying, hey, we want you to make content for us. And I'm just like, sweet.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that's so true. And there's a couple guys that I've helped start channels, and I think it's kind of like it's not just a fear of rejection. It's this weird. First of all, guys, we kind of mentally put ourselves in a box, right? But because I was like, well, look at me. I stutter. I've never done YouTube. No one's going to want to hear what I have to say because there's billions of people on planet Earth. Yeah. People want to hear what you have to say. Someone out there wants to hear what you're saying. And then, guys, to all you guys in Locke can probably back me up here. Guys, you're never going to put out the perfect product, ever.
Nope.
You're not going to know what you really want to do or how you're going to do it until you actually do it. Until you do it, you see what works, and you get the feedback from your subscribers. Guys, do you guys know how many changes to my channel? How many topics, how many things I've started because of you guys? Guys, 50 and 304s, I started doing that because an early subscriber kept sending me links to body cam footage, and then I got addicted to body cam footage, and someone goes, why don't you make a channel about this, right? All the lesbians, divorce chicks, all these things that I do, I get topics from you guys. 3NN News. Reza is the one that actually made me think of actually doing the 3NN News, and I actually might branch that off into its own channel at one point, But guys, if you are thinking about, and here's the thing, Locke, how long? I don't want to use the term procrastinate, but how long did you waffle between sitting on the idea of making your channel and then actually doing it? What do you think is the only time where you're just sitting on your hands?
2005.
Yeah.
Long freaking. It was actually back in college when angry reviews and stuff like that was going on. You had Angry Video Game Nerd. You had who was that? A Nostalgia Critic, Spoonie, Cinema Snob. And I was thinking, one of the reasons why I love this job is because I've watched so many movies growing up, obscure movies. I love direct-to-video schlock from the 80s and 90s. That's my jam. I wanted. Sorry, go ahead.
So my best friend in college, he was a manager at Blockbuster from 2001 to 2006. So we were just
nobody likes a bragger, man.
Yeah. Every night we would just grab a whole bunch of just crap movies and just drink beer and watch all these just not even B movies, just trash movies from the 2000s. It was so good. But keep going.
Oh yeah, man, it was so much fun. I had been sitting on the sidelines because I wanted to cover movies and whatnot, but at the same time, it was man, I don't have the setup, I don't have a webcam, and there were endless excuses. And it actually took me a long time to gain the confidence to say, give it a shot.
Yeah.
The worst thing that can happen, it's this guy, Taylor, he's a good guy. And pretty much I did not think that I was going to get an email saying, don't ever contact us again. Your stuff isn't funny, blah, blah, blah. I just kind of figured, you know what? Worst thing that can happen is they say nothing at all. Mm-hmm. So, and I've already been making videos. I had a rig and a setup and everything that I wasn't using. So I thought, what the hell?
Yeah.
And the rest is history. It's been freaking awesome. Yeah. I got 20.8. I got 20.8 thousand of the best damn subs on the internet. So, I can't complain about that.
So I was going to make my channel right in 2019, 2020. And then I just waffled all the way through like 2021. And it's crazy because all the Red Pill guys that started in late 2020 and 2021 all have hundreds of thousands of. That was the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And so it's fresh and funky, poor man's podcast, Kevin Samuels, all of them. But it was actually when Kevin Samuels passed away that I actually really, really wanted to. I think that he passed away in May. And then in June is when I actually posted my first video. But then I was just not really feeling it. And then what actually made me start seriously posting was I was covering the Stacey Abrams election in Georgia because I can't stand her.
I remember that.
I can't stand her.
Remember that.
Yeah, that was one of my first videos that got more than more than 1,000 views was when I was going in on Stacey Abrams, man. I was going in. I'm surprised I didn't get my channel taken down, you know? And then I did a live stream coverage of their debate, you know?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was a train wreck.
Yeah. So, and then I had a couple of videos hit, and then but guys, the point of my story is like Locke and I and other guys that are kind of making it up in the history. Guys, don't procrastinate. If anything you want to do, TikTok, Instagram, learn Mandarin, guys, just do it, man. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing stopping you, and it's really, really, really hard to start new things when you're older. Because guys, when you're young, you don't care about looking foolish, so you'll start learning, jiu-jitsu or taekwondo or an instrument because you don't mind going and sounding bad. But as you get older, you're in your own lane for so much that when you venture out, you try new things like the guitar, you have to be used to sounding like trash on the guitar. You know what I'm saying? And you're not really that bad at things every day, so it's hard to go outside of your comfort zone. So,
we are, as humans, we spend a lot. I mean, I can't vouch for everybody, but we spend a lot of our time making excuses.
Sure.
We just do. We just do. It's, and it's really tough to kind of break that because, I still have that. I still have excuses. I can't not admit that.
Hey, Locke, I'm looking at it's your video here. Guys, if you see glasses like this on a chick, guys, come on.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Who's that one chick? That Middle Eastern chick. She's like an OF chick that was like thinks she's smart and she was always trying to debate everyone.
Are you talking about Mia Khalifa?
No.
Oh, okay.
She was debating Andrew Wilson a lot back in the day. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, she was on a lot of the early whatever clips, but she's like this kind of Middle Eastern chick with glasses that thinks she's smart and she's not. I'll have to find it on whatever, but but she looks like this chick, and it's like, how is a 304 trying to tell us anything about anything?
Yeah.
What are you talking? You think that Andrew Wilson said it the best. You think that I'm going to sit here and be lectured by 304? Seriously? Really?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, one thing I actually do kind of enjoy about this particular world is you get them all in a room together. Everything they say is the same thing. It's like they have pre-prepared talking points that's handed to them, even though they're not pre-prepared. It's just all they know how to say.
Yeah, it's true. Well, that's because it's their college professors. You know what I'm saying? It's their goofy college professors, and then they think that they're smart because they can repeat these stupid talking points. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like my favorite thing, it's like that's one of their modern woman's chief argument is like women are graduating college in bigger numbers than men. That makes us smarter. I go, no, that makes you dumb because you just spent like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 that you have to pay back with a degree that's going to be absolutely useless, and you became dumber.
Here it is. Do you guys remember this chick? Thank you, Locke. You helped me figure it out. She was the one. Watch. Oops. Shit. Sorry.
I can sit down your shirt.
Where is the sound on this thing? There it is.
Top corner.
Is choice for women. You can't stay home.
I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure because there was a famous debate between Betty Friedan, who was the prominent American feminist, out into the workplace women.
That isn't it. But she was on the same show
as
Michael
Knowles.
This chick. But she was the one. This chick right here. The one in the black. Right there.
Oh,
man. She was the one where she was trying to say that women are smarter. But then She was like, well, on the distribution, on the bell curve, she thought that the fact that the bell curve was taller meant smarter. Like she didn't understand what it meant. Let me if I can find
I fell asleep. I slept through statistics, and even I know that's false.
Bell curve.
Oh man.
Here it is.
So why would
let's go
God equip the average woman to be smarter than men? Do you think it's just for homeschooling their children?
Again, the claim that you made at first, which is that men and women have bell curves, the men's bell curve being wider than the woman's, would not imply that the average woman is smarter than the average man.
Oh, no.
It would line them up
the
exactly.
curve itself implies or actually indicates
No,
that
it would
on
actually
average.
change.
No,
Right,
no.
it would-
If you actually look at the curves at the top, it's women taller than the men's curve.
Like, he can't believe it. He can't believe that she's so stupid. He cannot believe she's that stupid. And guys, she said that 10 toes down, dead ass. She said that. And guys, what do we always say over here, guys? What do we always say?
Some people are really fucking stupid.
The IQ of the curve would be on the x-axis, right? That's where you get the extremes. So I think.
So are you disputing that on average women are more intelligent than men?
As would Larry Summers, as would the people who have studied this.
So why would
Oh my God.
This OF chick put some glasses on and thought that she's smart all of a sudden. Yeah, Farrah's her name. Okay, yeah. Neon. Here you go. Yeah.
Are there lenses in those glasses?
Probably not.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff that they would put in movies to try to make hot chicks look smart. It's like, okay, you're playing a scientist, you have glasses. Yeah. You have glasses. That's going to make you look like a smart.
Hey, Neon, thanks for that, man. He says I'm like the friend you to drink with and have a laugh. I think that one of the things that some red pill guys and Locke cook with me here that they forget is, guys, we are making alternative media, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The mainstream media is so gynocentric and misandrous that all we're doing is just making entertainment for men by men. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you know what I mean? Now, guys, I'm not here to try and do some movement or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to, no, I'm just trying to make it so that you guys, for at least a part of your day, can turn on something and actually be entertained here and not have to roll your eyes at media for once. You know what I'm saying? You can have a nice laugh and tell you, go, oh, that's right, I'm not crazy.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I really, really like about this community is the fact that, like, you take a look at the other side, right? They have their talking heads. They have people, they have idiots like Destiny who say, it's like, well, Destiny says this, he speaks for everybody. We don't have that.
He speaks really fast so that everyone thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. And we don't have that here. Whenever they say, well, Andrew Tate said this, I go, I don't listen to Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah. It's like we don't. It's like, well, your movement's going down because Andrew Tate got arrested. It's like, so.
But here's the thing. Look, I say this. I've been saying this since my channel started. And guys, put a 1 in the chat if you've heard me say this, guys. Isn't it funny how about every 26 months they go, oh, the red pill's dying, the red pill's dead. Oh, the red pill's dead. We've been hearing that, guys, since what, 2014, 2013-ish, around there. It's about every 2.5 years or just about 2 years. They always say, oh, our space is dead, la, 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 la. You know what I'm saying? And guys, what they don't understand is there is no leader of our movement. Now,
we're all our own leaders.
People who will use our talking points, yes. And guys, I would prefer that Top G and all of them are out there getting the freaking lion's share of the hate, so that we can do it. We can do whatever we want. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Let them put their necks out there to get chopped off. You know.
And the funny thing is, this is what I absolutely love about, like, because I can laugh at most of the things. Am I allowed to use the I word in on this show? I don't want to try to get you striked or anything like that. It rhymes with chin cell. Am I allowed to say that? That's like their ultimate argument. That is like their nuclear. Yeah, okay, cool. It's like that is their nuclear argument. It's like, oh, that's big talk for an incel. Like, really? It took you all 3 of your brain cells to come up with that argument, and that has been something that like, I always think about this, like in the 1980s when you had those high school bedroom fun movies where it's like you have the nerd who like wants to get with the hot chick, but she's too busy porking the quarterback of the football team. They were making fun of him for not being able to get any. It's like, you're using a trope from 1980s teen bedroom fun comedies to try to insult me. Please, the least you can do is put more effort into your insults than not at all. I laugh at that stuff because that's it. That's all you got. I mean,
yeah. Well, in the same way that they use like racist or homophobe to like shut down any and all opposition. They have those words are catch-all words, and guys, they tried to use incel as one too. It's like, guys, no, that's not how. If you're just trying to the left wants to try and take us, especially red pill guys, and anyone that doesn't go by their narrative. And I'm having a little thought here. You guys know how if you call a girl the "see you next Tuesday" word, that's like the nuclear option. There's no anytime that you guys use that word.
Oh my God,
that's it.
Why did I not think of that?
But they want an equivalent of that with us. but there isn't one. There isn't one, guys. There is no shutdown word. There is no like nuclear option for us free thinking men. You just can't do it. You can't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And what's really funny is like I've always like one of the thing is like the left hates people who are funny. They hate legitimately funny people because you can't bully a smart aleck. You can't. It's because a smart aleck, it's like a knee-jerk reaction. Like you say something and the smart aleck thinks of something clever, they're going to say it. And they hate that because you can't control a smart aleck. And then you start to see how weak the bullies really are. And like you say something mildly clever, like you'll see that on a number of videos that I've made, and they just lose their minds to the point it's like, yeah, exactly. Now go bother somebody else because you're not bothering us. We're too busy making fun of you.
It's so funny that like back in the day, you have like the freaking conservative stick up the butt guys getting mad at the class clown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
the class clown. Oh
yeah,
guys were more like on the liberal side who were funny. Now it's swapped. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now the people on the left are the pearl clutching. They want to shut down free speech and tell everyone to get in line. And here's the thing: when women let themselves get piped down by a Chad and said marriage is patriarchy, all of a sudden it gave men the freedom to tell them to hell with themselves.
Oh yeah.
So
no, it's just like, and the thing is, like, with the culture the way it is, and with the dehumanization and demonization of men, the world's most dangerous man is the one who has nothing left to lose. And it's like, okay, so you're calling me evil. You're calling me a criminal. You're calling me the scum of the earth. You're saying that I am responsible for every single atrocity that's ever happened in the history of humans. All right, if that's the case, then I'm just going to speak my friggin' mind. I am just going to try, and I'm just going to speak my mind because I got nothing to lose at this point, because your list of demands in order to consider me quote unquote socially acceptable, like we see it all the time with women who do it's all men until it's none. And they say, well, you're not doing anything to stop these horrific crimes. It's like, are you telling me to go Charlie Bronson on my city?
But here's the thing. Any time that these 304s do this, and I've said this in Twitter space, in TikTok spaces, I'll go in there and I always pull the race card on them. I'm like, it's a mindset like yours that got Emmett Till killed. Oh, well, we're not trying to say, you know what I'm saying? What they mean is it's always all white men, right?
Yeah.
Even though, did you guys see the girl who was in, I think it's like in New York or LA, and it was one of the cities where they defunded the police, and she was filming a TikTok in a park, and there was a bunch of freaking Pokemon shooting up the place. Well, who voted for it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I got to tell you this too. I said that the two most important questions that modern men have asked, that the left, that mainstream society in general doesn't like, guys, the most important question ever asked, and the bell that can't be unrung, is when men stop and ask themselves, what are we getting out of this?
Exactly.
I always use the analogy, the example of the cowboy and the horse. It's the 1850, and then in the Wild West, guys, the cowboy needs the horse because he can't walk all the way through the desert. He can't do it. Or through the plains. Yeah. But the horse can just stop and eat grass. He doesn't need the cowboy, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens if the horse stops and says, wait a minute, what am I getting out of this? And bucks the cowboy off and takes off. The cowboy's screwed, right? And then the second question is, when guys ask, or else what? Locke, pretty much. You can't speak that way about women, or else what?
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do? Facts. Yep.
Hey, it's like, and these women, they always say the same thing. If you don't like what I do, then just stop watching. Just block me. It's like, same sentiment. Oh, wait, it's different when you say it? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's always different when they say it.
Yeah, it's true. Yep. And men are supposed to just sit here and take. They walked away from the table, and they expect men to just wait there, right? Mm-hmm. Wait there at the table while they let Chad and Tyrone, and then in their 30s, let Nug and Gavin. And then we all know what happens after that, right, guys? Come on.
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom.
And then they're like, oh, Locke, why aren't you waiting at the table to marry me now? Now that I'm 35 and I have bastard kids and I've gained 50 pounds and I have the herb dirt.
My response is because I'm too busy over at freaking Skeeter's house, yo. That Contra marathon ain't gonna play itself, sister.
and don't forget, Locke. And I found Jesus.
Did he help you find your keys? Cool story, bro.
So, Locke, let's see. So I think. Let's see. Hold on, guys. What is going on here? Okay, here we go. So let's see. Where did my questions go? Okay. Hold on. So what do you think of the current state of the red pill now, like as it stands on YouTube?
Well, it's actually pretty interesting because we are seeing a lot of people wake up. They are starting to smell the coffee. It's still been moving incredibly slow just because the power of human denial it used to be unstoppable. But we're starting to see more and more men just kind of wake up and, like you said, they're going, what am I getting out of this? It's like you've got guys who's, they got ex-girlfriends who put them in the ringer, wives who just divorced them because of quote unquote unhappiness. And the thing is, it's like we've been seeing a lot of pushback Like there's a very interesting cultural tug of war going on right now. And so that I mean, and it's, I don't think it'll ever be like, oh, how do I put this? Like hardcore mainstream, just because we all know the algorithm. It's the one thing. And the algorithm's going to push hard to try to suppress it, but it's gaining a lot of traction. So it's getting more and more difficult just because we keep figuring out ways around it. It's actually kind of freaking awesome.
It's true. It's true.
It's, you know, it's like, again, it goes back. Nobody like, you know, it's like bullies don't like smart Alex because we always figure out the freaking loopholes. It's because, again, we got nothing to lose. So we're just going to keep figuring out ways around it just so, you know, it bothers the living hell out of them. And I freaking love it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I think that people kind of don't understand about censorship on YouTube. They're like, oh, well, you know, I'm not trying to defend YouTube at all. So they're a private company, guys. So everyone's like, oh, this is 1984. YouTube sucks. Like, well, guys, if you're going to be in YouTube's house, you have to play by the rules. I don't agree with them, but in order to be on here, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, the consequences are pretty strict.
Yeah, now, guys, the internet is public. Like, if you wanted to start your own website, you can say whatever you want. Seriously. If you had www.whatever.com, you can put any type of swear words and any type of stuff you want. So the internet is still a public place. But guys, at the same time, especially all of us newer creators, we are clever enough to be able to say what we want to say and fight the algorithm. Guys, I would say that the algorithm is the coyote and we're the roadrunner. You know what I'm saying? And guys, censorship is about ideas and not language. Okay? If your ideas are being censored, that's an issue. But guys, you should be able to articulate your points without, guys, in my private life, or all you guys that have been on the after hours, and guys, I swear all the time. I swear up and down. But on the channel, I don't. And that's why I think that I've been able to kind of have such steady growth in the last 2.5 odd years, you know? So,
like, one of the things that I am so grateful that I grew up in an age before the internet, because one of the greatest tools that I have that I actually use quite frequently is a thesaurus. Because pretty much anybody who's watched my stuff knows that I pretty much have weird euphemisms for female anatomy. And so, and the thing is, it's like, yeah, I've got a couple, and the thing is, you know, and so you might as well just go all out, but it helps to have like a better vocabulary. So I use the thesaurus all the freaking time.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to be able to vary up your language. And one thing I've noticed is how if you can increase your vocabulary and actually come up with clever euphemisms, which I do sometimes, but like the thing is, you realize that if you actually do swear, it has more of an impact.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when we were kids, it's like, you know, you could actually get, like, I don't want to say severely punished, but you could get in trouble for swearing. Like, if you said a swear word in a public school, I mean, that was almost an offense worthy of going to the principal's office. And we have
105 people watching, guys. We have 67 likes, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. Keep going, Locke.
Yeah, and so now the internet, as great as a tool as it is, pretty much led to a massive amount of degradation. Like, I don't play games online anymore. I prefer like single player campaigns that don't require internet.
I'm not an online guy either, man. I can't. Man. I've been just like, I'll lose and I'll just spend the rest of the night seething with rage. You know what I mean?
I mean, and yeah, I used to be a Call of Duty guy back when that mattered. And the thing is, like, the thing that drove me crazy is, like, I could handle the trolls. I could handle the guys who wanted to play their horrible dubstep over their microphones while, I can handle that. But what made me stop was the fact that there was like kids who couldn't have been older than 12 who were threatening to do things to me and my family because I stopped their kill streak.
Yeah.
Like they would get like angry, and I just looked at this and said, you know what, I like single player campaigns. Like, I grew up, I was fortunate enough to grow up in an era where video games were actually good and they were actually made with some care. I played Final Fantasy VI all the time, and I bought a PlayStation 5 to play the new Final Fantasy VII games. Never finished them because they are awful, and it drives me nuts just because video games used to be like a really cool escape and there was a lot of cool stuff going on. Now it's just recycled garbage over and over and over again.
Well, there's a number of things that they talk about why new games suck, and a lot of them, believe it or not, guys, this might sound bad, but new games are just too goddamn long. They're too long, guys. Like okay. If I wanted to
simulators,
I could just pop in, Grand Theft Auto and just shoot up some stuff, jump a car off a ledge or whatever, have fun for a little bit. I can put it in Mario 3 or whatever, play for a little bit and then go. But guys, you got to wait for the game to load, and then if there's a freaking update, you can't even play the damn thing, and then you have to remember where you were, and oftentimes, guys. It shouldn't be that you play a game for like 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. You put it down for 3 months and you forget how to play it because the controls are so complicated. And don't get me started on the half-hour-long tutorial at the beginning of the game.
That you can't skip because if you skip it, you'll miss out on some very quirky and witty dialogue from your female sidekick.
Yeah, Celtic, you are correct, guys. Always get physical copies.
I actually I actually saw something very interesting is that we are actually seeing a return, and I'm not about to say whether or not it's moral or whatever, but we are starting to see a massive return of video piracy. We've got guys, it's like I am willing to bet that the sale of DVD-Rs and freaking CDRs and cassette tapes, they're going to end up coming back just because the music we want to listen to is not cheap to get a hold of, or it's being deleted off of all the platforms. And also I find it absolutely unethical that you have game developers releasing unfinished games on a due date that require an internet connection. I mean, there was I don't want to get too much.
You can buy a game, you're just renting it. Basically, if you buy an electronic copy, they can just pull it off of your computer. It's like you paid $70 for it.
Yeah, and we want to give you a refund, but finger guns. It's like, we want, it's like, I know you want a refund, but no. And so I really do believe with the advent of streaming services, there was no need for freaking piracy, but we're going to start seeing a massive return to it because, Netflix is pretty much useless now. The garbage that they have on Netflix, not even the straight to streaming schlock is any good.
Yeah,
it's true. It's all awful. And so if I want to watch, oh man, I would love to watch, I don't know, Big Trouble in Little China, but I have a DVD copy of it. But let's say I don't have that copy. Well, I now have to do research on what streaming service it is, pay $50 to $60 to sign up for this service to watch the one movie that I want to watch. And what else do they have on there? Absolutely nothing.
Dudes blowing each other. But it is now.
Hey, it's a male romantic comedy. It's supposed to be funny.
Oh, guys, because I think that there's a new generation of guys coming up, and that guys in the red pill space are done with all the courses and classes and pickup artists and fake motivational stuff and all of that, because the young kids that were watching, like Kevin Samuels and Top G and all them, they're in high school and college now.
Yeah.
And then in the last 5 years, there's been a whole bunch of older millennials getting divorced. So now you have a lot of guys that are like moving. There was a big uproar and things are settling in, and guys just want to. They're kind of a good chunk of dudes are out of the whole like red pill rage thing and just want to exist in the space. And I think that's what a lot of the new content creators are doing is just providing the space and providing like a topics to discuss and like a place to discuss said topics. But because I know a lot of guys that my good friend, he was on a happy hour with some friends from his old job, and his friend that he hasn't talked to in years listens to my content. He let it slip that he listens to me. He's like, I know that guy. So guys, you'd be shocked at like, but at the same time, my friend's getting divorced, and the guy that he was talking to had got divorced like 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So our reach is actually a lot farther now. Locke, what were you saying?
Yeah, so like I honestly, it's really interesting that you brought up the youth because like it's actually pretty funny. If you take a look at history, like the rebellion has always kind of led to the left. Like I have got like a 20-minute long rant on the hippies. I'm not about to get into that though, because I mean, a root canal would be a more pleasurable subject. But like the thing is you've got kids who are going to schools, and like if they are white kids who like girls and they want to compete, and they're being told, no, that is wrong. You are not allowed to be who you are. And it's like these kids, they're growing up in a world where they're pretty much being lectured about why they deserve to be hated.
Yeah.
And you can only and the thing is, you look at this and say, why would I want to be a part of your world when you're already telling me that I have to join you, and it doesn't matter if I join or not, you're still going to hate me.
Not like, just I don't want to. I have to prove to you for some reason, who are you? But I have to prove to you, and keep proving to you that I'm worthy of being in your space. Guys, that's why you never bend the knee to the wokes, because you can never be woke enough. And guys, you will constantly be having to. And guys, the hubris, like who are they that we have to prove ourselves to? Because this is like the horse is pulling a wagon full of people and a bunch of cargo, and every now and then the horse has to stop and turn around. And not only are they making sure the people are okay, but they have to somehow get validation from the people.
Yeah.
The horse is pulling the wagon. The wagon's not going anywhere without the horse. They need the horse. We're the horse. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
Man. Thanks for the $15. He says that you need to start getting hard copies of old movies.
Oh yeah, man. Big time. Big time.
Yep.
Big
Thanks
time
for that, man. Appreciate that. That, man.
You are scaring the hoes.
Thanks for that, man.
Amen to that.
Razor says, is your name the Final Fantasy VI reference?
Yes. Locke from Final Fantasy VI is like my second or third favorite character. Like God, it's my favorite game of all time. It's the closest thing I've ever played to a perfect game, at least in my opinion. Everybody's different, but yes. Locke the Bounty Hunter is a reference to Locke Cole from Final Fantasy VI.
Nice. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it was actually kind of
the game in years.
It's actually kind of funny because when I first started out, and this is how I knew that I was in the right space, it must have been like one of my first 15 episodes. Somebody actually left a comment saying, Locke is a treasure hunter. He is not a bounty hunter. And I'm just like, oh, that's like, dude, that is freaking awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
But
I
freaking love the game.
I want to show you this really fast. Now, I reacted to this, right? And this video is called "My Girlfriend is Pregnant. What Should I Do?" Right? So you guys know this is from the Dad University. All right, come on, you guys know there's going to be a whole lot of simping going on. Okay,
this wasn't planned. This wasn't something you just found out your girlfriend is pregnant. This wasn't planned. This wasn't something you wanted, and you certainly weren't ready to be a father. I understand this is a serious situation. You might be freaking out. You're not sure what to do. Well, I'm here to help you. In this video, we're going to answer the question, my girlfriend is pregnant. What should I do?
All right, so let's see what he says to do here.
I would offer. Number one, improve your situation. Probably the biggest concern among soon-to-be dads is financial. How am I going to afford this baby? Well, use the baby as motivation to improve your situation. Do you have to finish school? Do you have to get a job? Maybe you need a better paying job. Could there be a side hustle that you could do at night, buying and selling things?
So in other words, you should let some broad, because guys, a whole bunch of the time, chicks think that they can keep a guy by getting pregnant. Yes, thank you, Steve. Get a paternity test.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
What's up, dude? What's going on, man? Yeah, yep, guys. This assumes that A, you wanted this to happen, and then B, that there was no malicious intent on the woman's part. And 90% of the time, I would say from ages 17 to about 36, 37, 39. How about that? Oftentimes, it's the chick wanting to get pregnant and lying to the guy.
You need to look at your situation and figure out the ways that you can improve it. Number two, be smarter with your money. As you know, kids are expensive. You've got two options. You can either increase your income or decrease your expenses. I'm going to suggest you do both. But you have to look at how are you spending money. You want to make smarter decisions and you want to learn about money. There's tons of YouTube videos about managing your money and prepared. Number three, stop wasting time. Instead of hanging out, playing games, watching TV, doing whatever you do that is not productive, take a look at that time and invest in yourself by educating yourself, working overtime, or doing something productive that will help you reach your goals. Wasting time is a huge thing. Whether you've got a baby on the way or not, we all waste a ton of time.
Well, this is the whole, kind of trad con, you know what I'm saying, type of foolishness.
Yeah,
yes,
I hate that word. I hate trad con.
What's that?
I do not like trad con because, like, you remember there was that trend of like those women who were dressing up like they were 1950s Norman Rockwell paintings.
Yeah.
I took one look at that. Oh yeah, no, I took one look at that and said, yeah, that's a grift. That is, and I actually felt kind of insulted when I said that. It's like men are just looking for somebody who's going to be friendly. Like, you don't need. This is insult. It's a pandering.
But I guess the thing about trad cons, guys, trad cons don't like being called trad cons. That's our word.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we call Charlie Kirk trad cons. We call Michael Knowles trad cons, right?
It's different when we say it.
Yeah, but they don't like that word because it sums them up as the gynocentric, misandrist, closet feminists that they are, because all of them are. Charlie Kirk is, Tommy Lahren, Michael Knowles, Lila, whatever, Rose, all of them are all feminists. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them are. And that's why they're a trad con. And they claim to be conservatives. But when you actually try and nail them down on what a men's role is, they have a lot to say. When you talk about women's roles, all of a sudden that they're nowhere to be found.
No, it's really it's frustrating, just because I mean, we're talking like I can't stand the Daily Wire, and I once saw a video of Matt Walsh lecturing men on why they have to get married and they have to take the risk. It's like, I looked at that and said, dude, you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
You are a millionaire. You have more money than you could ever spend in your life. Of course, of course you're going to say get married, and take that risk.
And ask Crowder how that went.
Oh yeah.
All right, well all right, Locke, here I'm gonna ask you a question before we get into the ultimate simp crap here.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is the worst? And guys, here, let me start a poll, right? I think we asked this question once before. Guys, who is the worst for men, right? Like, who is men's biggest enemy, right? Feminists, tradcons, simps, or what was the other one, guys? Or male feminists. Who are men's worst?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Enemy. Let's see. We have feminists. Let me do this. Feminists, male feminists. Tradcons. And then the last one was...
You said simps, feminists, male feminists, and tradcons. I think there was 4 of them, wasn't there?
Just straight up simps, yeah. Start poll. Now, guys, check out the poll. And guys, also too, guys, put a no or a yes first, though. If you agree with me that you cannot be pro-male and be Democrat.
Absolutely. That's 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Red Door, what's up, my friend? Let me see. Doug MPA is here. Rage Eye says male feminists. Let me see. Tradcons. Doug MPA says.
Yeah, no, I'm going with tradcons.
Yeah.
For the biggest reason why is because the tradcons, they have the biggest reach. Yeah. Like it's like that's the thing. Like, one thing that I noticed, I thought this was absolutely fascinating, and this was again during the lockdowns when I was just trying to get some basic information on what was going on. Like, you watch like alternative news sources, and when the video ends, the pop-ups show up, and it always goes to things like Fox News.
Yeah.
And so like these guys, they have the loudest voices and the longest reach. Yeah, like, and so they're the ones who are trying to inundate people with this like false gilded ideology.
Yes, but they also think that because they're all about Jesus, right? That they have some moral high ground.
So do the freaking feminists. The feminists found Jesus and they think they're better than everybody else.
Yeah, but to them, Jesus is. Condition Green, man. Thanks for the membership, my friend. I really, really appreciate that. What are you saying,
dude? I just want to say, as a side note, man, your support and your friggin' fandom is awesome. I just want to throw that out there.
Well, I think that like your analytics probably look like mine. Where our space, guys, I have one of the highest subscriber engagement rates, right? Like, so I've looked at the averages for like other channels, like what your channel should be, and mine is super high. And that's why for a channel my size, I think the most people I've ever had on a live, guys, we had like 260, 270 people once on this live. And then I usually average between like 100 to 140 people on a live. There's channels that are like, 10 times bigger than mine that don't get the engagement that I get on lives. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Let me see here. Dennis Jimenez. What's up, dude? So yeah, guys.
Wolves.
Keep going.
No, I was just about to say, no, that dude was absolutely right. Wolves in sheep's clothing. And it's not even good clothing. You can see right freaking through it. It's about as transparent as a bag of fried chicken.
Doug MBA says men's worst enemy is garlic croutons. Thanks for the $2, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
It's so funny that in the Discord, people will be at the store, like my subs will be at the store, and take pictures of croutons and put it in the Discord.
Dude, I gotta thank you for turning me on to garlic croutons, man. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
5, be there for your child.
Of course.
That's right. Your child. The child is 50% yours.
Yeah, right, please.
You've been
had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Look at that. Oh, Locke, have you seen the actual garlic croutons chick? The actual clip?
Yeah, you showed actually in one of the first times I called in, you showed it.
Yeah, guys, according to who? According to the judge, that's gonna stick the red pill up your butt?
Yeah,
according to the lawyers or what? No, the baby is not 50% yours.
No, it's only quote unquote 50% yours until the mother decides otherwise. And it's only towards money. Like you try to father the child, you have to do what the mother says. If you want to put the child, like say in team sport, it has to be sanctioned by the mother.
For sure.
Everything. It's like you are the father in wallet only.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
50% of the child's DNA is yours. So you want to get along with mom.
Fair use, by the way, YouTube. Fair use.
Whether you're with her or not, and be there for the child. It is so important that you are a positive influence in this child's life. So be there for your child. This one really gets to me.
See? TradCon.
Yeah, and it doesn't freaking matter. I mean, how many videos have we seen of divorced single moms going, I left the good guy. He was a great father. The kids loved him. You know, he provided and he did the dishes and he did all of these things, but I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And it's his fault that I wasn't happy.
Until he moves on and he gets a younger girlfriend, and then
how dare you?
He can't see his child, and you can't see her. You know what I'm saying? It never fails.
There are
guys. I say this, guys, and my reaction to this video. That was the first time that I ever got pushed back on a video. So this video is near and dear to me, right, guys? Never let a woman cannot make you a father against your will. If a chick gets pregnant, first of all, guys, rubbers every time, right? Second of all, never trust a girl when she says she's on birth control. Third, DNA test. DNA test. And then fourth, guys, if it is yours, guys, I always say this. If a chick does get pregnant by me, all she's getting from me is direct deposit. Straight up, dude. That's it.
Yeah. I would like to
add. Comes up and knocks on my door, some 16-year-old, Mr. AJ, you're my daddy. I'm like, yeah, little guy. Can you take about 3 steps back? And I slam the door.
I would like to add number 5 to that. So this one here, like for number 5, honestly, yes, I agree. Use protection, but keep that protection on your persons at all times. Do not let her touch it. Do not let her touch it, because all it takes is a freaking safety pin and your life is freaking over. Like, we've actually seen this all the time with women who want to baby trap dudes. It's like, yeah, he'll use protection, but she sabotaged it. Because he left the rubbers in the nightstand drawer. She knew exactly where they were. So no, you got to keep that stuff on your persons if that's what's going to happen. Do not let them touch that.
Damn. DTF, this dude. He was like he gets his ish pushed in.
But hey. I'm sure his wife's boyfriend finds him tolerable. Okay?
Right.
Shots fired.
It's like he probably looks at him and says, "Yeah, I can stand him for a couple of minutes. He's okay, I guess."
Yeah, as long as he stays in the corner where he belongs, right? You know, look at
So many fathers who either make excuses or think that it's okay if they're not there. It is not okay.
Look at this guy.
Our children need their fathers. They need you in their life.
Not according to society. To society, these women, the LDHD TVs, these politicians. Look at this guy right here, guys. Come on, beta male.
Yeah,
insane.
And it's very interesting that it's like, oh yeah, it's like the mother can do whatever. It's like we have actually witnessed a generation of terrible mothers. I do not use that phrase lightly, but we have mothers who are incredibly selfish. They put their child's well-being on the back burner so they can have their fun and go live their most true and authentic lives on their freaking endless healing journeys to Costa Rica. We see it all the freaking time, but no, it's the men. It's the men who need to do better. Like a lot of these women who become mothers, they should be ashamed of themselves. They really should.
Now, a question for you, man. So,
I was hanging
on. Okay. So, would you say that the red pill is mainstream now?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Because the red pill only gets attention when, somebody's getting arrested or when they need a boogeyman.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, honestly, the thing that I find absolutely fascinating is the fact that I don't really think it needs to be mainstream because we have like hundreds, if not thousands, of different creators who are all bringing different perspectives to the table.
Yeah.
So instead of having one big voice, you have thousands of other ones. And that's what I really like about this niche is the fact that there are some formulas you got to follow, but at the most of the time, you just be yourself. And, it's so in that regard, I don't think it needs to be mainstream.
Yeah. Well, I think that, guys, it's not us. So I'm Gen X. It's not older millennials. It's not Gen Z. It's Generation Alpha, right? Generation Alpha and then young Gen Z. These kids were 14, 15, 16 when Kevin Samuels was big, when Top G was huge, when Coach Greg Adams was big, when all the biggest red pill guys were like all over the internet. Guys, my nephew, when he was like 15, 16, he was watching Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? Our talking points are now in the schools. Our talking points are now with young guys. They're talking about it. They're playing Fortnite. They're talking about it on TikTok pages. You know what I'm saying? There's young. Once you have the youth, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Because this is shown by Gen Z being more conservative than Generation X and millennials and boomers. Gen Z is not playing anymore. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Yeah, it's like what I was saying earlier is that typically when you have youth rebelling, they typically move to the left. We've seen this with multiple generations, and this is fascinating because you're actually starting to see like youth rebelling by embracing traditionalism.
Yeah, go on to the right.
It's a fascinating way of watching rebellion because like we are in uncharted territory in the world of human pair bonding. Like this is weird what's happening. Like there's a lot of people, like one of my bosses said, no, history is cyclical. We've seen this before. I go, no, we actually live in a society where women legitimately hate men.
Yeah,
they hate us.
But
and we're
they're mad that they're attracted to us. It's so weird because you have chicks that hate men. It like they wish that they were lesbians. You know what I'm saying? They hate men so much, right? Here's the thing. Okay, cook with me here. Women are like junkies that are trying to get off heroin. They hate the addiction. They hate the heroin. But every now and then they'll fall off the wagon, which makes them hate themselves worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you will have a chick and she's this feminist and she hates men. Whatever. But every now and then, Gavin with his guitar and his freaking newsboy hat and his Edgar Allan Poe tattoo can come and pump and dump. You know what I'm saying? And now and she gets all angry. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Like one thing that I've actually kind of noticed, and this is with modern women and dating in general, I kind of think of it as a gambling addiction myself, where if you imagine a roulette wheel and you have a woman at the roulette wheel with this big stack of chips, those chips represent like her desirability and like her peak value. What she does is she takes a handful of those chips and puts it on zero.
Yeah.
She puts it on zero. And then when she loses, she goes, oh, well, that was just one time. I'm going to try it again. And she tries something different. Yes, it hits maybe a little bit, but it doesn't overcome that loss. And she keeps placing it on impossible bets over and over and over and over again. And she can't understand why she's not winning, but she can't stop herself from betting more until she's in both literal and metaphorical debt.
Guys, this is the guy that the chicks let smash.
Oh yeah.
And then they're he lives up in their house and sleeps on their couch or whatever. What he smashes, whatever. But he's always banging other chicks. He's driving their car around, because this is Gavin, the starving artist. This is the white nug right here. Because
they know what they're doing.
College, these guys are the yoga instructors. These are the
Those are the types of guys that
capitalism, bro. I'm not like a regular like aggro bro, dude. I'm like a feminist, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're the same type of guys that go to coffee shops to play, lousy covers of like I don't know. The first song that came to my head was More Than a Feeling, but these guys know what they're doing. Yeah. They're not starving artists. They know exactly how to bag these chicks. Yeah. They know it's just another Chad. That's all he is. And it's like, we can see through it. It's like, we know what you're doing, and good on you. You live your life. You figured out what you want to do. Good for you.
Steve says,
but they can't see through it. It's ridiculous.
And they always extrapolate it out to all of us men. Steve says, so when did chicks become so evil, live in the woods? Facts, man.
Seriously.
Oh, man.
Garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah, so I think that once we start seeing the 18, 19-year-olds become 25, 26, 20, 27, 28, and also another thing, guys, I say this all the time, and I think that you touched on this on your channel, Locke, is millennial men are getting divorced en masse. Right now, older millennial men are 38 to 41. They're getting cooked in divorce. Cooked.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and the funny thing is, it's just you don't appreciate, like, if there is a silver, I call it the silver lining on the dookie colored rainbow. A lot of these guys, like, what they do is, a lot of these men, after they get divorced, they finally find some form of peace. They finally find some form of peace. And at least that's what I hope for those guys, because the dudes who have been unnecessarily put through the ringer through divorce, they deserve some peace. And a lot of them, the tragedy is that they've just been so turned off by women, they don't want to date again, or they just want to have a little fun every now and again. That's the drawback. But like the thing, like one of the things that I actually really like about the community as well is the fact that there are so many men who have found at least some form of peace.
Yeah, that's true.
Which in this hellish world it's worth its weight in gold, in my opinion.
The thing too is, once again, I'm a little bit older. Guys, I think Steve is in his 60s. A couple guys in here are in their 50s. I'm 44. Guys, all of us older guys. Locke, you're in your 30s or your 40s?
I am an entitled elder millennial.
Okay, so even you, like, we want to help younger guys.
Oh yeah,
us
absolutely.
Guys in our 30s, 40s, 50s. We are not competing with the younger guys like these 304s are trying to compete with the young.
Yeah,
that's why they will never give the younger girls lessons for success, because misery loves company.
Exactly. We are living in a depression economy where. We're living in a depression economy where, like, we like, depression is at an all-time high. It's like they're on multiple medications and they are still descending into madness,
abusing alcohol, smoking weed more, all all the prescription meds, and you guys know it's cooked when you see Asian girls talking this foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see Asian girls in college majoring in underwater lesbian studies and doing
oh my God, dude, I remember this broad. Dude, you know, she has this series on TikTok instructing men on how to bag an older baddie. That is what she does. She's trying to tell men, if you want to get
baddie,
yeah,
an older baddie, huh?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
She honestly thinks that she's giving it. She honestly thinks men are taking notes on how to get with her, and she's like, she's almost 40. I think she's like 38 or 39. And it's like, guys, if you want to be with me for the long haul, this is what you got to do. And yeah. And here's the thing, I was taking notes. It's like, don't ever get with these broads. You know,
Captain Palsy says. In Florida, pregnant chicks use the handicap spot. They chose getting pregnant, but he didn't choose to become disabled. Yeah. Look at that, guys. Thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate that.
You're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, and they're right there on the scene.
Here's the thing. Hey, guys, once again, if you meet these older chicks, these 40-year-old, 45-year-old chicks, just tell them your name is Locke the Bounty Hunter after you smash, and then hit her with the patent.
Who is this guy? I don't know.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
So yeah. So all right. So Locke, question for you.
Yeah.
Red pill, black pill, and MGTOW, right? Can you give your quick definitions of what those terms mean?
Okay, so black pill is somebody who sees the world for what it is and has given up. It's just like, there's no point. Everything's going to hell. It's going to stay that way. I would say the red pill are people who see past the veil, if you will, but they see it. They may say a couple of things every once in a while, and I would say MGTOW are the guys who are actually saying something. The MGTOW guys are the ones who they see it, they don't like it, but they haven't given up hope. I think that's the most important thing. Is like they go, you know what? I've seen it. And most of these guys have lived it. Typically, if you go the MGTOW route, something happened that made you realize that I am just going to improve on myself. I'm going to do what I want to do and not what these broads tell me. So I think it has to do with a level of action, because all three are people who see past the BS and they know that they know the problem. So you can either give up, say nothing, or do something about it.
Well, I think that the red pill itself, once again, there's no prescription. It's all descriptive. It's just a packet of knowledge that you can use to navigate life. The red pill in and of itself is just a series of observations, right?
Yeah,
and that's it. There is no description. I mean prescription. Prescription is more like black pill or all these other things. Where black pilling is the act of stepping away, right?
Yes.
And I think MGTOW also is the act of stepping away. Here's the thing: people think that black pill and incels are the same. Black pill, you're choosing to step away. Remember, incels don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's all about being like, that's another reason why I don't really like the term incel, is because not only is it lazy, but it's also inaccurate. There are a lot of men in these circles who don't want to they just don't want to, because it just creates more freaking problems. And they would rather
say, where have all the good men gone? I know there's good men out there, but they're not. Those are black pill guys. They're saying, are MGTOW guys. I think that MGTOW can still be kind of persuaded back But black pill guys are pretty much, in the woods.
They've
chilling.
They've accepted they accepted the fate.
Yeah.
I personally don't really like the pill analogy, but I'm biased because I freaking hate The Matrix. I hate those movies, and so it's
I like the first one, but the other two was absolute trash. So
I don't know. I personally believe, I don't want to get too far off topic, but I too believe that The Matrix ruined action movies for me. But then again, it's like when you grow up in the 80s and 90s, you pretty much ate cinematic steak when it came to freaking action movies.
Yeah. Everyone did try and have that kind of streamlined, kind of cool look. But hey, did you know what movie did bullet time first?
Was it Cuffs with Christian Slater?
No, it was Blade with Wesley Snipes.
No, dude. There's actually an earlier movie called Cuffs. It's a comedy with Christian Slater. I think it was made like back in '93. There was actually a scene where a guy is shooting at a cop. He shoots one bullet, and there was actually this huge slow-mo scene of the bullet going through a couch and hitting the guy.
Let me see. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Like my movie, like that movie, it's so bizarre. It is such a strange movie that could only be played by Christian Slater. Which
did you ever see He Was a Quiet Man?
I haven't. I heard good things though.
Yeah, that's the one. Guys, check it out. Christian Slater's in it, and he's this like loser guy who's in the office, and every day he dreams of like
that
going
one
on a rampage.
I have saw that one. That was a good movie.
That was another
that
one of those 2000s indie films. You know what I'm saying? Where like a lot of really popular actors started doing these weird. He goes, Celtic says, I'd say that most are the mid to late 40s or older. Most have already been through the younger, starting to yeah. I think black pill guys tend to be younger. Yeah. But so well, I think that the red pill, once again, there's nothing really prescriptive about the red pill, but what makes the space different is the prescriptors. Some people like, the whole pickup artist guys, the whole don't get married guys, the whole like, get a prenup dudes, the whole passport bros, that's the prescriptive part. And I don't think I think you're like me where you don't really go into the prescriptive part. Because I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I do when it comes to basics, like guys, don't date single moms. Come on, right?
Yeah.
Don't date nurses. Don't date lawyers. Get in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Just basic stuff that guys should know. But as far as like having some magical technique to life, nah, man. I'm just a dude talking into a microphone. Yeah. I'm pretty successful in life. You know what I'm saying? I've done well, especially me being black, because I actually started this channel to be like a more black focused channel. But then I realized that all of us men are all eating crap equally, guys. Yeah. I don't do the victimhood thing, guys. That's one of the overarching things on my channel. And I hate when anyone does this. I hate when anyone has this whole one particular group is out to get me. I hate it. Oh, the white man or women. And that's the thing about the incels. Yeah. Everything in my life is women's fault. But really? Seriously, dude? You know what I mean?
No. I mean, yeah, it is a horrible environment right now because legitimately a lot of women, I will never say all women because there are tons of good women out there, respect to those women, but like the modern woman is a hateful individual. And she is convinced that all men are either, they are uncaring, they're violent, or this is my favorite part, you are either violent or you are complicit in the violence.
Yeah.
You either know a guy who's violent or you've covered up the crime. I go, well, that's awfully convenient. You are grasping at straws to find excuses to hate me. But
here's the thing, though.
It's a bad environment, but at the same time, sorry, go ahead.
They say that you're violent and that society is so violent, but 90% of them have never experienced any violence.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere out there or someone on the internet told them that there was some violent men or that they have trauma, right?
Yeah.
You guys, my sister does this, all right? My sister acts like she went through the Jim Crow South like my mom did. She honestly, it's the trauma. What trauma? Guys, I've grown up better than 99% of all blacks that have ever lived. And guys, I grew up, poor, but then upper middle class. I had a really good childhood, better than a lot of whites out there. You know what I'm saying? And my sister still has this I'm a black woman, victimhood type.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, it's like if you live the life that I grew up having and you're still a victim, or like Oprah, she's a billionaire and she's a victim, dude, just delete yourself. What's the point of even being here?
Like there are like certain topics, like I can make fun of a lot of stuff, and a lot of this stuff I take in stride, but the one thing that gets under my skin, there's a handful of them, but the one thing that just drives me absolutely crazy is when these broads use the word trauma.
Yeah.
Like, I just went through a breakup. It was traumatizing. Like, no, it was not traumatizing. You were just told something that you didn't like. Grow the hell up. There are people out there who have actually suffered like legitimate like mistreatment from like the people that are supposed to care about them, but none of them count because your boyfriend told you no on something.
Yeah.
And
Guys,
it left you traumatized.
I know immigrants that grew up in war zones who don't.
I got to be AFK for. I'm sorry, man. I got to step away from the mic for just a second. I'll be right back.
No worries, guys. Guys, we're gonna watch. I think I brought this up during day shift. So, guys, we'll watch a little bit of this. Hold on, guys. Look at this.
What kind of a wuss beta male is splitting the check? But like, who are you? I split the check quite a lot. I would go into debt and like scrub dishes before a woman paid for it. I'm sorry, like I would be so humiliated.
You should pull out the credit card.
The woman? Of course.
Just to offer.
No.
It's a nice gesture.
No. By the way, no. This is feminism.
Welcome back to Rattlesnake TV, guys. In this
there you go, guys. There you go. Right there. Tradcons. All of them are tradcons, guys. All these dunderheads are tradcons.
Video, we are going to be watching a very interesting clip from the Iced Coffee Hour podcast I listen to quite regularly, where they had on Charlie Kirk. I really enjoyed this one. You got to see a different side of Charlie. They talked about financials, insider trading in politics, but the one that I wanted to focus on was when they were speaking about dating. They get into a pretty heated back and forth about what the biggest problems are with dating and what the solutions are to these problems.
Jesus, I can save your sister. Does she like telling me, hey, you can have her, bro? She's all yours, buddy.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
And I think that both sides make some pretty decent points, and I've also got some contentions.
Let's look at the poll, guys. Hold on. Let's do this. Let me go back. Let's see what everyone says. Let me end the poll. It looks like Simps got 43%, and then Feminists 20%, male feminists and tradcons tied. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for that. Guys, hit the like button, hit the join button for a membership, hit the super chat button.
With both sides' arguments. So with that, let's get into the first clip.
You mentioned earlier in this podcast that one of the biggest sacrifices that you have to make is running this massive business at the same time as trying to be the leader in a family.
Yes.
I'm curious, what do you...
Oh, guys, sorry. Hold on. We'll get back this. But guys, do you remember this chick? Sorry, guys. I know that. Do you guys remember this chick? She was the therapist that's saying that men should have a female therapist.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Come on, guys. Different way male clients sit in therapy. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Look.
You know, other men are probably more capable of answering this question than me, but I can tell you that lots of men are wanting to go to therapy and lots of men want to work with a female therapist. I think one of the reasons is because men can feel really judged by other men for expressing emotions, being in pain, struggling, or expressing vulnerability.
What are you talking about? Guys, how do these chicks take away all male spaces? Guys, the reason why men want to be in our own spaces is so that we can, in our own way, talk about our bad day, talk about our issues. How is it that the feminists basically take away all male gyms, all male bars, all male anything else, and then at the same time say, oh, well, men don't know how to express themselves? Because you took it away. Men can't cuss and swear.
And we can't do anything. I'm back.
Call of Duty, chat rooms or whatever. Guys, men express ourselves just fine. But they invaded all of our spaces. Think about how
all of them.
That is. Men judge each other for being vulnerable. She's saying that because men don't express ourselves to each other in the same way that women do.
In the way that they sanction, when they talk about emotional intelligence and expressing yourself, that's pretty much, I mean, it's pretty much saying, like, you're on a battlefield and the enemy goes, we're out of ammo. Can you give us some more bullets so we can keep shooting you?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Only shoot at us in the way that we want you to.
Exactly.
Insane.
Exactly.
Insane.
It's like you have to express yourself in a way that we want you to, and you're not doing it. Oh, and the best part is, it's like, okay, how do you want me to express myself? Well, you should just know.
Yeah. You should know, and you should know what I think is acceptable. Clown world, right?
Educate yourself. That's what they say. Educate
Guys, I'm gonna drop the
yourself.
link for anyone who's come on up. Guys, please make sure that your microphone is good, that there's no background noise. If you're burping or farting or whatever, guys, mute yourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. So
Yes, I know. Women attack men for vulnerability too. I know.
Just brush it off.
But are we pretending that men do not also judge other men for vulnerability? I know it's not all men.
we don't. If one of our friends is having a bad day, hey, what's up, man? You all right? Yeah, man, I'm good. It's just the wife, or it's just that, oh man, that sucks, man. Let's go get a beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but that's how it works. Or here's the thing: a lot of times, men were having issues. Once again, it's like the whole happiness thing when they were saying, "Are men happier in marriage?" Guys, men don't say that we're not happy unless there's a major issue. A man will say he's happy in a marriage, even if his wife's not sleeping with him, even if she nags, if she cheats, he's not happy. If his kid isn't his, he isn't happy. But once again, guys know, because we don't expect to be happy in life, that oftentimes if Locke and I are at the job site and he's like, yeah, man, the wife, we just go get a beer and then he'll just feel better and then go home to misery. That's how us guys are. There's no point in crying about it, because it's not like a lot of guys, they don't leave marriages. So they made that commitment. So they just, it's just a way to help you balance on the high wire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might slip every now and then. You go get a beer, and it writes you to keep balancing down the wire. So,
like the thing that was actually just what drives me crazy also is that one thing that these women don't understand is that a lot of men operate under certain virtues, and one of those virtues is trust. And the thing is, a lot of men, and this is understandable, you don't open up a whole lot because, like, if you can only do that to people that you trust implicitly. And the second that trust is broken, that dude is never the same again. He is not going to want to talk about things because he knows what it's like to have trust violated. And these women will never understand that, because, like, you ask a lot of men, they're going to have stories of having demon girlfriends who have actually used their deepest, darkest insecurities against them over a petty argument. That is a massive breach of trust. And once you break trust, it can never be repaired. You've already shown me. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I was just angry. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you were angry. That's not an excuse. Yes, we do stupid stuff when we're angry, but a lot of us have enough sense to not drop a nuclear bomb during a fist fight.
That's true. And here's the thing, guys. Another thing that most women can't understand is that masculine burden of a performance. You're going to talk to a therapist and you're like, look, like, you know, the wife is sick. She's not working. I'm working 3 jobs to take care of the wife and the kids. I'm depressed. What can a woman say to that?
Like,
or
like
Locke, how about this? I could have made it to the NFL, but my girlfriend got pregnant, or my wife poked holes in the condoms, or here. How about this? How about this? I'm 49 or 50. I'm 39. The kids are 15 and 14. They're almost done. I'm almost done with these kids. You know, retirement's looking good, but the wife went off the birth control. Now we have a 5-month-old.
Oh my God.
What is she gonna say to that, guys?
Well, I know exactly what she'll say. Well, things happen in life, and you're going to have to step up, and you're going to have to raise that child. That is your duty as a father. Yeah. And if you didn't want more kids, you shouldn't have slept with your wife.
Facts. Yep. That's true. That's true. Never, ever, guys. Please. I'm being dead serious, guys. Never. Well, first of all, guys, therapy. I mean, if you are a soldier who has PTSD and you cannot function, or like I know a guy, he got jumped like hella bad, and he like had really bad PTSD. Like he got jacked up. And guys, if you cannot function, then you need some therapy. But always get a male therapist. And other than that, guys, talk to your friends, get a hobby, do something.
Yeah.
Like also, guys, you know what? Verbalize things. If you're having thoughts, guys, say them out loud or write them down. Don't type them, write them down. You know what I'm saying? It helps you process. Steve, you were on, and then your device is disconnected. So connect your devices, because you might need to go back and come back in. So hell yeah. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Right on, man. Good to see America. There you are. Okay.
And it's like nothing. Like, it's just therapy. Like, this is the one thing that it's not a magic bullet. First, you have to find a good therapist, and typically the good ones who can actually help you, they don't take insurance and they cost an arm and a leg. And even then, this is the part that just drives me absolutely crazy. You have to find one that will help, that will actually want to listen to you and will actually care. And you have to talk with like a dozen freaking therapists, and every single time you've got to open up that baggage and kind of relive stuff. And it's like these women, they go, oh, go to therapy, it'll fix everything. No, therapy might help, but it's worthless unless you find one that's good and you're doing the work. Yeah. You don't just sit down and complain to a guy and then think that you're doing better. That's what these women call therapy.
But I think that once again, a lot of the issues that give guys like negative emotions are things that we signed up for, that we're duty bound to do. Guys, we know that we have to take care of the wife of these knuckleheaded kids. We know it. So we know that we have to work a job we hate. Guys, that's not good on your mental state 100% of the time. But oftentimes, all you need is an attaboy, a right on, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Or even like your friends just say, hey, man, I'm going through the same thing. And that's what the red pill space is. You have guys, honestly, these blue pill guys, that honestly think that they're the only ones out there getting crushed in a divorce. That they're the only ones finding out that the bastard kids aren't theirs. That They're the only ones where they've been simping and chasing a girl in college or high school just to find out that she's been banging friggin' Nug or friggin' college Chad the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? That feeling of like everything that you've been taught. Yeah, the red pill, where everything that you've been taught just fades away to nothingness. Like, what? I've been lied to.
Yeah.
Then you get into an all-male space like ours in the U.S. I'm not crazy. There's other guys out there that have been through the same thing as me. Yeah. Apex says, honestly, past the age of 40, there's no chick who's worth your peace of mind. Facts. Yeah. Australians. Three's down in Australia. Guys, give Australia a round of applause for making it one more day in that effing hellhole known as Australia.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Oh God. No.
What were you saying, Locke?
No, it's actually no. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought there.
Yeah. What is this?
Men have friendships that are very safe, have therapists who are men who are very safe. And unfortunately, this is just not always true. This is why I think it's really important that men have access to therapy with a female therapist who is specialized in men's mental health. Just because I am not a man, just because some other therapist is not a man, does not mean that they can't help you.
You don't want
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Do not trust this chick.
No.
Her last name is Horny.
No, the one thing I find incredibly insulting about this woman is even when she says, "Oh, men's mental health matters," she still needs to make it about women. She still needs to make it about her. Yeah. It's like, you men's mental health matters, but you should talk to a woman about it. Like, why?
Yeah. Look at this. Like, so she's trying to say, this is what her simp husband does. I can run my practice because he asked me, do I need anything for the grocery store? He does the laundry. What a simp.
Yeah, and you know she's got a side dude. You know that she's eyeing the hot single dad at the barbecues.
Yeah,
like
of course.
She's just waiting for an opportunity. Like a man who, and the thing is, you know that she is not recognizing a thing that he does. He must move heaven and earth and do everything 150% correct just to get oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Not even I appreciate you or you've been working so hard. I love you. I thank you. It's usually just oh, thanks for that.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what else are you going to do for me?
As a female therapist for men. And look at all these simps in her comments, dude. Come on. Look at this.
And I'm not doing my job if I don't acknowledge that the feedback I offer my clients is biased by my experience as a woman.
So what
experience? Sorry, go ahead.
What?
If my experience as a woman.
Thank you. So why would you talk to someone? This would be like saying I don't even know what would be.
Like it's like a guy who I don't think this is 100% accurate. It's just the first thing that comes to mind. It's like trying to get advice from an alcoholic about quitting drinking while he's got a whiskey bottle in his hand.
True, fact. Or trying to get dating advice for, like, if you're a heterosexual guy from like a lesbian or a gay dude. It's like, why? You don't know anything about what I have to go through as a heterosexual guy, you know?
The response to that is simple. Oh, well, you're not going through anything because everyone else on the planet has it worse. So shut up.
Yeah.
So shut up and take my advice.
All you cisgendered hetero white men, because we all know Locke and all you white guys, right? We all know that wherever you guys go, the heavens open up and gold bars fall from the sky.
Oh yeah. No, it is great. I invoke my privilege every single chance I get. Every single chance. That's why I'm living in a $6 billion mansion, and I have a freaking grain silo filled to the brim with gold coins. I swim around in it like Scrooge McDuck. It is so great having that privilege.
Your money bin, yeah.
Vulnerability is a human right. I have to acknowledge that I'm given way more permission as a woman to express my emotions freely, openly, and honestly than men.
What are you talking? See, guys,
she has all of.
But even that whole thing, no permission to express. What she's saying is that she's given permission to express her emotions more freely than men. By saying that men don't have permission to express their feelings means she's assuming there's a deficit on our part with our emotions. She's already saying that we're wrong. Her insinuation is that we need to be doing more feminine things.
And I hate the word permission. It's like, first off, she does not have permission. She is pretty much encouraged to pretty much act out it's celebrated. That's not permission. And when she uses the word permission, it insinuates that a higher authority.
Yeah, there's some conspiracy. Yeah,
like there's a higher authority that is supposed to allow us to act a certain way.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's like, no, she doesn't have permission, but we're the ones who need it. That is messed up.
Yep, that's true. Let me see here. Let me get rid of this. Hold on.
Yeah, as a woman. God.
Hold on, guys. Oh, guys, we hit 100 likes, right? On where we on likes. Guys, 102 likes, guys. Thanks for that. Appreciate
Congrats,
that.
Brother.
Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Guys, hit the StreamYard link for anyone who wants to call in, guys. This is a call-in show, guys. So yeah, guys, go ahead, because you all know where we have to go now, right? At 100 likes, guys, come on. We all know we have to go now.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
That's right, guys. 304 TikTok. Here we are again. Here we go, guys.
Hey, bestie boos. Tonight, I'm giving y'all a story time about how I got into the industry and how I became a 304. Also, everybody always says, why is your face always so greasy? It's not greasy. It's beef tallow. If you don't know what beef tallow is, it's probably the best moisturizer you will ever use in your life. So if you come across it, get it.
Oh,
damn.
Right back, guys.
I'm going to try to keep this story short, okay? So I grew up in Florida. And honestly, if you grow up in Florida, you grow up fast and you grow up having to really like get it by yourself. Like only people from Florida will understand what I'm saying. But yeah,
that's not just Florida.
I never was oblivious to all the stuff that was going on. And when I was 18, I met this girl named China. China had like 4 but she drove a Mercedes. She was, you know what I'm saying? She looked good. And one day she texted me on Snapchat and she was like, girl, you should come work with me sometime. And I'm like, oh, what you do, for a living? And she was like, just come with me one day. Like, I'm going to put you on game. And I was like, okay. So I meet China at a Days Inn. And I'm in the hotel room with her. She's like, oh, this guy finna come. Like, we gonna have fun with him or whatever, and he's gonna pay you. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, he gonna pay us, like both of us. So I was like, okay. So the guy come, and yeah, I'm not gonna get into like details, but yeah, he came. He was there for like an hour. It was super awkward. Like he was like, oh, this your first time, this your da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't know what we was about to do. She said, have fun. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I'm freshly 18.
Of course you were.
When it's over, I'm like, damn, like that money was so easy, and I liked it. So when I left, I'm no more. I started looking up stuff like sugar daddy sites, sugar daddy, whatever. Like I was looking up shit because I was like, I want to do this shit, And of course,
you tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Of course, I had to break bread with her. So whatever money he gave me, I had to give her some of it. Okay. So boom, when I wasn't around her, I started looking up like sugar daddy sites and stuff, and I found one. So I get on there, I start talking to guys. I'm meeting up with guys for twice as much as I was getting paid with her. So I started doing it by myself, whatever. And I remember one day I was like, hey, like, how do you feel about this site? Mind you, this was a high-end site, like a really nice site, like not a site that she was on, because the money I made with her was not a lot. Like, this was like chump change compared to like what I make now. So I was asking her, like, how do you feel about these sites? She was like, oh no, like those aren't good sites. Like you shouldn't get on those sites. And I'm like, that's weird, because the girls that are on this site look way better than you. Like, but okay. So I didn't get on those nice sites for a long time. I was just still on the sugar daddy sites going to meet people or whatever. Then I met another girl, somebody bossed up. I'm talking about super, super bossed up. Like, she and me worked together, and I picked up on everything that she did, and I soaked up.
You gotta say a literal prostitute is bossed up, is bossed of anything. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Right. I miss the days where this kind of behavior was considered shameful by societal standards.
Yeah.
It was such a quaint time.
Yeah, there was a big wooden thing they would wear with a letter on it, and they'd walk around the town.
Shame.
Yep.
Shame. Shame.
Clown world, man.
Up all her game, and I got on those high-end sites, and I literally made a name for myself, rebranded myself, and yeah, that's how I became what I am.
You
now.
did not rebrand yourself.
I'm talking about years of meeting up with guys, spending all day with them for $500 and $600, and then I got onto high-end sites and started charging $1,000 an hour, and yeah.
$1,000 an hour. Ugh. Hey guys, look, someone says, I can't believe people actually pay that. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's gross. That is gross. Like, oh my god. It's like she said, I rebranded myself. No, you didn't. You are a full-on prostitute. You're just, that's not a rebranding. Once a prostitute, always a prostitute. You don't get to change that just because some idiot's paying you more money.
Look at this chick's weave in her hair.
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Look at that, dude. Now let's see, guys. I guarantee nothing good is gonna come out of this dunderhead's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you some things that I've learned.
Especially since there's usually things going in it most of the time.
That there is the 1,000 Chad stare. Oh my god, like that's the one thing they all have in common. Their faces are so dead. And they say, I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. I own a house and a car and I'm happy. And it's like these they can't feel anything except rage.
But guys, think of this though. Guys, this is 304 TikTok. I think I'm one of the only YouTubers that actually like shows this. I don't do videos because they'll probably never get monetized if I do this. But like 304 TikTok is a thing, and these chicks openly talk about being streetwalkers.
Yeah.
So anytime that we hit 100 likes, we either go to 304 Felon TikTok or we go to 304 TikTok. We actually see all these chicks that are felons talk about how they went to prison and jail and did all these scams and schemes or assault and battery. It's crazy, you know?
About men. They just want to talk. They want someone to listen to their feelings and stuff. They don't be saying it like that, but you got to get them to open up. Real men like a soft woman. Any dude that wants his woman hard, and I'm not trying to like come for nobody, right?
I think that's copyright music in the background. Hold on up. I don't want to do that.
I freaking can't stand it when they use copyright music.
Hey guys, look! It's our favorite is this chick. I can't find her actual clip. She's the.
I love selling this twat.
I can't find that.
I did my San Diego tour early because what the fuck? I didn't even get down till like 10:30, right? 10:45-ish, 11-ish. Somebody hit me with a fucking car. Right? And like they did it on purpose. Like I moved out the way and they swerved to hit me. Okay. Crazy. They probably think I'm somebody else, or you know what I'm saying, they just hit hookers for fun. I don't know. Okay, cool. Then I get a date, right? And he wants to go to the room. So, and my room is 15 minutes away. So we have a 15-minute drive. And like this motherfucker is weird. It's this dude from the Congo. So, you know what I'm saying? He's speaking broken English. You know I can't fucking hear out of one ear. Well, he didn't know that. But like, and he's playing fucking Congo music. He told me it was music. The artist is from Congo. That's what I'm saying. I'm not being racist. But so like, you know what I'm saying? I even text P. I'm like, yo, this man is weird. Like, this man is weird. And then he's like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna drop you back off. I'm gonna drop you back off. Like, no, I'm gonna take a shower and shit. Like, you're not gonna drop me back off. But he's just so convinced he's gonna drop me off, right? So we get in the room. Why does motherfucker try to, like, something told me, like, because normally I just turn around, toot that thing up. You know what I'm saying? But something told me, lay on your back because you gotta watch this motherfucker. Why he tried to stealth me, right? He paid for an hour. Maybe 10, 15 minutes into the hour, he tried to stealth me.
You guys know what stealthing is, right?
It's the removal of contraception
exactly.
Without her knowledge.
Yep. Matthew says Herbert JJ is the land of the lost.
You're done. Get out. Then he's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, one more chance. No, you're done. And I told him, I'm like, are you going to leave on your own or do I need to get somebody to come help you leave? And he's like, no, like, it's fine. We're fine. Like, I'm not fighting with you. Like, it's fine. Like, you already made me feel weird. I'm so uncomfortable. Like, at this point, like, bitch, when I say, like, I've been drinking and shit. And by the time we got to the room, like, I was sober as fuck. That's how weird this man was.
That's nothing to be proud of, Rusty.
I immediately called P. I'm like, yeah, he needs help leaving the room. So, you know, by the time...
Guys, look, this is this chick right here. This chick.
Y'all, some just pissed me off so bad. And, like, I shouldn't be upset, but I am because of the circumstances. So tell me why, bitch. I'm on the blade.
She's filming herself.
The fuck?
Literally walking the street. Literally walking the street. Right
in her full uniform.
Yeah.
She, like, these, it's like, you do realize you are recording yourself committing a crime, right?
They don't care.
Yeah, I know.
Care. It's the STD Gold Edition.
You see the fucking heels. A homeless lady gonna walk by. And be like, do you have $1? I'm like, girl, no. The fuck? Trying to be, you know what I'm saying? But I really didn't have $1. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no cash on me. If I would actually had $1 in cash, I more than likely would have gave it to her. You know what I'm saying? Give some to get some type shit. As gritty as that sounds. And she was like, you're out here like that and you don't have $1?
You must be horrible at your job, man.
Hey, guys, if you actually saw this chick, right? She's not a bad looking woman. If you actually take all this crap off and everything, she's not. Here's the thing. If this was 1960 or 1970, she'd have married like a rich guy or like a lawyer or whatever and just moved on down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you actually see her like regular, hold on. Where's she not like 304'd out? Hold on. If you look at her actual page, it's kind of hard to see her like dressed somewhat normally, you know what I'm saying? But she's not a bad looking chick. But the fact that this feminism, like, pretty girls back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, 80s, they would just use their looks to just get out the game and live life on easy mode.
Yeah.
But now they're out here, you know, doing all this foolishness. And I wish I could find the video where she's like, I just like being a friggin' 304. I love it. She says it. Absolutely insane. Hold on. Let's finish this one.
Bitch, you're on the blade begging for $1. If you don't pop that motherfucking poo-wah, bitch, all you gotta say is, I need $20. I need $25, $30, and somebody gonna scoop your ass up quick fast. Bitch, get out here in your bra and panties if you ain't got no motherfucking hoe fit. Like, what the fuck? And then you be outside 24 hours a day because you're homeless. Like, you're homeless? Because she had a card. That's how I know she's homeless. Not all crackheads is homeless, but that crackhead was homeless. Then on top of that, you smoke crack. How was you buying your crack? Bitch, you sucking somebody. Why are you not just going to suck anybody who got some money for you?
They are called crack 304s. They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck do you mean you're asking bitches on the blade for $1? Bitch, pull your ass out and ask somebody for $1. Like, literally, a car just pulled up on me and said, for $80, like, he said he got $80 and he's going to go to his house. Bitch, you could have had somewhere to lay your motherfucking head for the night, and you could have had $80. Like, bitch, if you asked me for $1, why would you not take 80? Don't piss me off.
Yeah,
Then I just had a truck full of Mexicans. I want to say maybe 45 minutes ago. Hold on. It was a pickup truck. 6 Mexicans in there. Every seat in that bitch was full. You feel me? I got $30 for each one of them to touch my ass. Bitch, you own the blade. Get out here and make some motherfucking money. How dare you ask a hoe for some money when you have the potential to be hoeing? Because some of the bitches out here, and she was pretty. She was just, you know, you could tell the drugs been breaking her down. But she wasn't ugly, you know, like, because I could see past the drugs, you know? And she was very pretty. So, like, bitch, if you don't get you a Party City wig and get out here and pop that motherfucking poo off, I almost took my heel off and fucking hit her with it. Because, girl, what?
Locke, dude, say something, bro.
Okay.
How the hell did I end up here?
Okay. All right. Here's my thoughts. If you are a homeless crack addict and you still have enough common sense to not stroll the avenues, that means you have infinitely more dignity and common sense than this broad. That crack hobo is a step above this woman in the dignity ladder.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. God, these chicks.
Oh my God. You love to see it. You
are
love
demons,
to see
man. Demons.
Oh man.
Look at this, guys.
Got a man and sell ass? Yeah. What do you mean? You know, like 95% of porn stars you see are not only with somebody, but they're married with children. That's
not a good thing. I even if what she is saying is true, which we cannot take at face value, that's still not a good thing. Yeah. Like any mother who goes and creates that kind of content does not care about her child. I do not care what she has to say. It's like, well, we needed the money. Okay, then get a third job. Yeah, you pretty much, you did not, because you just sold away your child's dignity. That kid's going to go to school. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. You sell your body on the internet for millions to consume. Yep. That kid is going to get the brunt of that hell. You might get a couple of comments, but that kid is going to be bullied every day for the rest of his life because you decided to take the easy way out to get money.
Sure.
Like you can do what you want. It's your life. But when you start involving children, like these women don't care about kids. Their own flesh and blood. They don't freaking care about them. And it makes me mad.
They don't care about themselves. They don't care about society. They don't care about anything. All they care about is what they think will make them happy at some point.
Yeah.
Demons, man. Demons. Absolutely insane.
So freaking selfish, man. And it's like the guys that are with them, like it's like it's like these women, like the ones that join the industry, complain, oh, I can't get a boyfriend. It's like, yeah, because those dudes have common sense. Nobody's going to want to be with you after what you do for a living, because like, how is that guy supposed to feel? Like you're going, you say, I'm going to work now. It's like, my girlfriend or my wife, when she goes to work, she gets railed by a dude with by other dudes.
Yep. And they're like, well, you're just insecure. If you can't handle your chick, even like going to the club and stuff. Why? Like, and here's the thing, guys. Think about how. Okay, there's always been like 304s and streetwalkers, but they've always been like kind of tucked off to the the brothel was at the back end of town. You know what I'm saying? It was a seedy part of. Now these chicks are all on the internet. you have OF chicks trying to like debate and like there's that lawyer chick that was who tries to say I dropped out of law school or whatever, and now I do OF stuff.
Yeah,
and I think that I'm so smart. You know, it's like, no, you're a dirty, nasty 304.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And these go, well, it's just a job. I go, no, there's more dignity to be working at McDonald's than there is to be in that particular line of work. There's more dignity because, you know, yeah, is the money crap? Yes. Do you get treated like garbage? Yes. But at the same time, you are not exposing yourself to literally millions of people.
Yeah. Yep.
It brings so much shame, not onto them, but their freaking families. Like, I saw a post yesterday. Somebody posted a clip from Twitter about a guy who would actually go to OF and actually purchase subscriptions just to get the photos, to track down those women's fathers and email them the photos. And it's like, and I look at that and I just think, you know, like, I cannot imagine the amount of pain a parent feels when they find out that not only their daughter has joined the industry, but she tried to keep it a secret from them. Mm-hmm. Like, I cannot imagine the pain of a parent figuring that out, finding that out. Like, because that parent's like, I failed as a parent. I failed.
There's a guy, and he talks to these OF chicks and these 304s, and he will act like he's some Sheikh Mahmoud and just and see what they'll do for how much money, and then he'll post the friggin' text interactions on the internet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And these chicks will actually say, yeah, if you're gonna drop a deuce, you know what I'm saying, you got to pay me X amount. You know what I'm saying? He actually shows like, this is what these chicks will do for money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you see street interviews of like a girlfriend next to her boyfriend saying, oh yeah, no, I would definitely cheat if it was $1 million. Like, and the boyfriend goes, what? It's $1 million is a lot of money. I go, okay, so your loyalty has a price tag, and you actually, and that price tag just means you can be rented cheap easily.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Or not even that. Oh, one of the major things I disagree with, like Fresh and Fit and all those goofs about, is, guys, people seem to think that you need money to get chicks, right? Fresh and Fit's like, oh, you gotta, make 6 figures to be. No, you don't, guys. If that was the case, you wouldn't see all these single moms with babies by Nug and Gavin. You know what I'm saying, guys? You don't have to be super duper rich to get chicks. And guys, there are guys that are super rich who still don't get chicks, or like the personal trainer guy that I'm going to do a video on. Yeah. They get with Poindexter and then let friggin' Gerardo the pool boy or Nug the personal trainer smash. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, and the thing is, it's like, yes, if you have money, you will definitely get more female attention. But at the same time, like, what good is that? They are clearly, they are not into you. They are into the money. And it's like, money cannot buy respect. It cannot buy respect. And honestly, if there's guys out there who want to get with good women, I mean, good on them. But it's like this ideology, like, oh no, you have to get rich in order to get chicks. It's like, what kind of women are you getting though with that kind of money? Like, these are the same women who wouldn't even bother to urinate you if you were on fire if you didn't have money.
Yeah, that's true. I cannot find that one clip of this chick and why she's like a secondary mascot of the channel, because she's the one that was talking about how she just loves her job, and she's an absolute mess. Let me see. I have one more question here for you, Locke. Okay, where are we?
Yeah.
Who's this? Okay. One second. So I guess we both aren't like really prescriptive guys, but like, what do you think are the solutions for guys that are like in the space? Because guys use, like I said, the red pill is not taken orally, right?
Yeah,
it's not. What do you think is the solution? A, for guys that are new here, and then B for guys that are like, I guess this is a two-part question, because I always talk about guys that that are asking, what am I getting out of this, right? They're saying to hell with this, right? And they feel bad because they feel that sense of duty still, so they want to walk away, but they feel bad about it. And then what's your advice to guys that are new here?
I really don't like giving advice just because, I mean, honestly, outside of the obvious, like, get to the gym, definitely take care of yourself and your health and everything like that, and just do what you got, and also, like, the one big thing that I actually feel comfortable with, it's like a lot of guys end up coming across this content because they went through a nasty breakup or they were treated like trash. The biggest things that I can say is, listen, if you're going through that, right, it takes as long as it takes. Try to stay away, and the thing is, you're going to seek comfort in vices, marijuana, alcohol, bad food. Try to stay away from those and try to be as healthy as you can as you're going through the process, because if you're ingesting a lot of garbage and you are consuming adult content and all that stuff, it's going to slow everything down and it's going to make you angrier. Because because when you first like get into these spaces, it's really easy to get angry. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, anger is human, but if you let that anger consume you, it's going to slow you down. So, I mean, that's the big thing. It's just, and that's a lesson that is learned not easily. That's the closest thing I feel comfortable about giving advice, because everybody's different. And one thing that I've noticed in these spaces, sometimes people aren't looking for advice, and I that's why I revel in being a court jester instead of, giving advice, because I feel like it's not my place.
Well, I feel like I'm more of a reporter than anything else. You know what I'm saying? I just report the news.
We're on the express elevator to hell, so we might as well, have a few laughs and enjoy the view on the way down. I mean, that's just the way I see it. Let's revel in the absurdity, because like I said before, if you can learn to laugh at this stuff and you can tell jokes about it, that is like the biggest middle finger that you can give.
Yeah, and guys, remember,
learn to laugh at it. I guess that would be my advice. Just learn to laugh at it.
Humor has always been a way of dealing with things. Think about it. You have guys in the trenches or stuck in no man's land, surrounded by Germans, still finding a way to laugh and crack jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It reminds you that you're human.
Yeah,
and the thing is, like, there's a lot of negativity in this world. There is a lot of hate, and it's very easy. It is a lot easier to feel despair than hope. It's a lot freaking easier. And and I'm guilty of this myself. It's like, it's very easy to fall down those depths, and you've really got to be careful, because if you let that negativity consume you, it will win in the end.
Well, they have the whole time heals all wounds, and guys, that's so corny, but it's true. And
there is an element of truth to that.
That's why you got to have hobbies and all these things to distract you, right? Like, you have to be doing, going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, collecting 40K figure. Do stuff where you're not just sitting there, like, you get mad because you've been lied to, right? That's the number one thing that pisses people off, like guys off about Redpill Rage, is that you've been lied to this entire time. You've been told that happy wife, happy life, a foolishness, right?
Work hard. Yeah, it's like you do all the things. You get educated, you get a good job, you be a good man. And yeah, nobody is saying that you can't be angry about being lied to for your entire life. Of course you're going to be angry, but the thing is anger is a very powerful thing. And you need to feed it. And if you are constantly getting angry, I mean, that's what they want. They want you angry. They, like, that's what, like, all these broads on TikTok and the mainstream media, they want you angry. They want you angry because when you're angry, you make dumb decisions. I mean, how many people have left, like, really stupid stuff on Facebook, just these angry rants that they didn't mean at the time, but they weren't thinking. Like, the opposite side, I hate to use the phrase opposition, but it's like, every single time you post something angry that you didn't really mean, one of these broads or a news network or something like that is going to pick it up. It's going to gain traction, and then they're going to see, we were right the whole time because this guy said this, and like, yeah, you're allowed to be angry, but you really need to be careful because anger can make you stupid, and when you're stupid, you do stupid things.
Yeah, that's true. And guys, once again, now wonder she took the original video down. Here you go.
I'm not surprised.
I found it. Here you go.
I love being an SW. Like, I love selling this twat.
That's great.
Actually, we just passed a meme on one of my videos of, like, whenever I hear something like that, it's like a video of a woman walking towards a garbage can, and then the guy pops out of a garbage can in a white tuxedo with a bottle of champagne going, "Congratulations!" That's how I feel whenever they say stuff like that.
Yeah, she took the video down for some reason. She went on her whole spiel about that, and apparently that it went viral for all the wrong reasons, So yeah, guys, I just say that once again, guys, like, when you get here, guys are angry, guys are pissed off. So guys, just like the game of the exes, the way to beat your ex is just live better than your ex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always live better than your ex, right? And then also, guys, you don't have to deal with this system.
Yeah, you don't have
to deal with it. Go to work, keep your head down, do your job, go home. You know what I'm saying? Invest, save, play some PlayStation, work on that old Chevelle. Guys, we can win. It's so easy for us to win these days. You know what I'm saying? Yes, men minding their own business, that's my term there. Men minding their own business is the thing that society fears the most.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing that a lot of these women, these female dating coaches, I use that term profoundly lightly. It's like when you get angry, there is, like, especially when you get angry towards someone you care about, there is that inkling. It's like an itch in the back of your mind to get payback. And the thing is, and these women preach payback all the time, like how to make this man obsessed with you and regret ever breaking up with you, how to get back at that man who broke your heart. And it's like, you look at all of this stuff and you kind of realize, like, I'm a huge Red Dead Redemption fan. And like, I'm playing through Red Dead Redemption 2 now. And like, one of the ongoing themes of that story is revenge is pointless. Revenge is pointless. Payback is pointless. It does nothing. And at the end of the day, it can and will harm you. Well, there is no point.
I can tell you this, though. Guys, whoever does you dirty, guys, I'm not a religious person, but I do believe that what goes around comes around. Like, if you go through the world like myself, like Locke, like making friends, spreading because positivity, like, guys, I'm the most outgoing guy. I help back where I used to live, I used to have a group of like 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old guys when we talk, you know what I'm saying? So like, I always like to help people and like spread positivity, right? Good things happen to those people and bad things happen to bad people. And guys, all you have to do is hope that you're there to see when that bad person gets their comeuppance.
Oh yeah,
guys, it's awesome. It really is, guys. Hey, I have a petty side where I'm like, look, I might not be the one to get you, but you will get got. Every single person that's done me wrong big time has got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, the best thing that you can do is just figure out a way to move on and find peace. Like, I know it's kind of a meme at this point, but peace is so freaking important. Yeah, and sure. if you can learn to laugh at this stuff and just enjoy the absurdity of it all, that is the one thing that they don't want from you. Like, you remember the trend of girlfriends going online and shutting off their boyfriends' video games and ripping into them for wanting to play golf or going hunting and stuff like that. They can't stand the idea of men being content with something. I mean, I'm not even talking about happiness. I'm talking about just being satisfied with life. It's like they want you to be as miserable as they are. Yeah, and if you can laugh at them,
that's why the male loneliness epidemic, I don't think it is actually real in the way they say it is. Because there's one thing that most men want is to be left the hell alone. I'm serious.
Yeah. And like the thing is, it's like I kind of like from a certain standpoint, I don't think of it as a quote unquote epidemic, but I do believe that we are currently having this massive generation of lonely people. And yeah, and I do believe that men are affected by that. But this whole thing that there's like an entire army of just sad, lonely, depressed men, like when you watch those videos, they're laughing about it. They're mocking men for, having the nerve. I thought, being open and being vulnerable about being lonely, I thought that's what you wanted, but you're laughing at them for that.
Here's the thing too, Locke, is I think a lot of that for these young guys raised by single moms, because they didn't see when they had a mom and dad, they didn't see how much happier that their dad was when he was working on his car and he wasn't having to deal with their mom. They didn't see how much happier that their dad was when he was playing golf with his buddies. You know what I'm saying? So they have no frame of reference to understand what freedom is, that they can be their dad playing on the golf course their entire life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just, I mean, we have the ability to just be able to shut our minds off and do something that we enjoy. And, it's like for some reason that's being demonized. Like, it's like, and I hate it when like guys like, Fresh and Fit, they say, men got to stop playing video games. You should be out there hustling. It's like, please don't tell me what to do.
Yep.
I don't got to do nothing if I don't want to.
Yeah. The moment that you say men have to, this is tradcon feminist foolishness, guys. All you have to do is take care of yourself. That's it. That's all you have to do. But guys, once again, if you want to play video games, if you want to put together, a Gundam figurines, guys, that's your hobby. That's what you do. You are a functioning adult. How is working on cars or playing golf any better than friggin' playing Red Dead 2? I don't understand it.
Like, this is the funny thing. Like, I'm kind of borrowing a joke from George Carlin. It's like, you show me a guy who's hanging out in his house playing video games or shooting a couple of rounds of golf or just minding his own business in his garage working on a car. I'll show you a guy that's not causing any freaking problems. Like, that's that's just what it is. Like,
Predator
these are guys
says real red pill scope. Guys, there is no real red pill. That's just the thing.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree with that.
Yeah, whoever says that their red pill is, that's the thing. That's the strength and the weakness of our movement.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't really like the term red pill, blue pill. Like, I just prefer to call it. it's the way it's just people who see the world for what it is instead of what they're told it is.
But here's the thing about it though, is like blue pill guys, there's no better way to describe blue pill guys, because dude, they're so blue pilled. Like because remember the whole red pill blue pill thing started out with politics first. You know what I'm saying? Then it actually came to but blue pill guys, they're just so like they're good guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you know these blue pill guys are going to get got. They are going to get got.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
No, it's only
a matter of time. Locke, you sound like you hate women, man. And I think that girls are good, and you don't know what to talk about. La 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 la. Guys, don't even argue those dunderheads. All you gotta do.
No, I don't even bother.
You look them straight in the eyes.
You can't handle the truth.
And walk away.
And just go. Have a good one. Peace out. Like, I'm not about to. I don't engage with people like that. Because here's the thing. They like I hate using the term they, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. They tell me it's like, oh, you hate women. You it's like no. Here's what they don't understand. I can't vouch for everybody, but I think a lot of us don't have a hateful bone in our bodies.
Yeah.
Because hate takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of energy, and it consumes you, and it's a dark place to go.
Eli says red pills like feminism started off decent. Got red pill. I mean, Eli, this is where you're wrong. Feminism didn't start off decent. Feminism started out as a female privilege movement.
Yeah.
When they wanted the vote from the jump with no duty or responsibility to be drafted or anything else, it was a female supremacy movement, period. That's how it works. And then it's not brain rot because, guys, you just find the content creators you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I can say that American comics are all trash. They're not. They're just, you just find the ones you like. Guys, all the famous people that got big off the red pill stuff, they had to do all the podcast, shock value, kicking stuff, girls off, all this. That stuff that goes viral by its nature is the shock jock stuff, right? That's just how it works. But there's hundreds of thousands of red pill content creators out there in countries all over the world, you know? So
and like the cool thing about this movement, like I said, there's no centralization. Everybody has a voice. And the thing is, everyone has different perspectives. Sure. I mean, there are people out there who think that my voice is annoying and that I'm not funny. Okay, good. All right, fair enough. I'm sure you'll find another commentator who will, that you will enjoy more. Feel free. I'm sorry that you don't like the content, but hey, there's plenty more to choose from. And I'm totally cool with that. It's really great because I mean, you are going to have some bungholes out there. I've had to deal with a couple. I'm not about to get into that mashugana, but it's just for the most part, it's like everyone has their own voice out here. That's what makes it so freaking cool.
JD, red pill is, once again, I see it as a dossier of observations that men have that show them how the world works. Now, what they choose to do with that is not our business, right? What a man chooses to do with this folder, this red pill of knowledge about female behavior, about the way that the courts work and marriage works and how the West works, guys, that's up to you. But you can't go back. You can't go back to that regular blue pill type of behavior.
It's impossible. You can't go back to sleep after waking up.
Yeah, because you see the risk. Men, we are natural cost-benefit analysis creatures.
Yeah,
we
have been since hunter-gatherers.
To risking our behinds, to risking our time, our sanity, our money on being blue pill. We just can't.
Yeah, and the thing is, in a way, it's liberating.
Yes,
it's like when you first join in, if you're not enraged, you actually feel a sense of liberation to it, because like it's like, oh my God, I finally see the absurdity of it all.
And that I'm not alone too. That's the thing.
and I can say what I want. I can speak my mind, so long as I'm not saying like outlandish stuff. But you know, there's a lot of liberation to it.
Hey guys, make sure to go to Locke's channel and drop him a sub. And we're gonna switch gears. Locke, we have a 50304s here to Locke's channel.
I'm gonna step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
No problem, man. Guys, we're going to switch gears here as usual. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. Thanks for all the new memberships, guys. Appreciate that. Let me see, guys. Of course, you guys know what we have to do now.
That's the sound of the police.
Did I fail? Did I fail?
Everything's been
Did
recorded.
I fail? Not matter to you, huh? That you're a piece of shit, huh? I'm not gonna tell you again. Sit down.
You know what? Step out the vehicle. You guys can be sitting together.
Look at this cross tattoo on this chick's neck. Look at that.
Because I said so.
Look at that.
Roll down the window. Roll the window down.
Roll it all the way down.
All the way. Yes, it is a law, right? Or you can step out the vehicle. You know what? Step out the vehicle. I'm telling you, step out the vehicle. Yes, I'm giving you a lawful order to step out the vehicle. I'm not going to tell you again, or I'll just pull you out.
I don't think you can pull something.
Oh, yeah? You just committed a crime at peeing in public. Okay?
Ew!
So next time I suggest...
Ew, she just dropped trowel and peed on the side of the road. Yuck!
Don't flip us off when you're committing a crime. Okay? Just don't act stupid like that. Where's your ID?
Disgusting.
I don't have an ID.
You
I'm
don't
not
have an
from
ID.
here. Have a seat on that ledge.
That's a master's degree student right there.
Jelly? What's your actual name? What does it say on your ID? Jelly. Spell that. J-E-L-I. What's your last name? G? Don't fuck with me, dude.
Step away from the driver's side. I'm not playing with you. I'm telling you to step to the front of the car. I'm not going to tell you again. Why are you looking at me like that? You don't understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Guys, you couldn't pay me enough to be a cop.
I was not
No,
doing this
can't
bad.
do it.
What did I do wrong?
What did you do wrong?
Yes.
Are those flames? Is that a flames tattoo on her stomach? And then she has a cross tattoo on her neck. Yikes, man.
Well, I mean, it fits with the burning sensation you get afterwards.
Follow your directions. What was I doing that was so wrong?
Did you not see her king in public?
No.
She wasn't king.
No.
What was she doing then?
What does her have to do with me?
Okay, just stay there.
I'm not gonna tell you again. Sit down. Fuck! This is actually crazy. Is it? You just committed a crime. You're peeing in public. You can be arrested.
Oh, offenders list. Offenders list.
First of all, do you see the puddle of pee? Watch.
Fuck! This is actually crazy. Is it? You just committed a crime. You're
Her
peeing
pants aren't even buttoned
in
up.
public. You could be arrested.
And then,
do you want that?
do you see the puddle of pee? Look at
Look
at that, dude! And then double
Roll down
park.
your window. Roll your window down.
You're both gonna end up going to jail tonight. Well, you're peeing in public, which is a crime. Your friend here doesn't want to listen.
That is a that gets you on the registry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all fun and games.
Not them though.
Sit down, dude. Y'all are actually insane. I miss you though. Can you get a picture? You should get a picture of me.
Oh, she's already in handcuffs already, guys.
Oh, man.
It's time!
Huh?
Oh my god.
Hey, Matthew, dude, she's all yours, buddy.
Better you than me, brother. Better you than me.
I love you.
Look at the size of this female cop. Look at the
Oh my
size of this
God.
ponytail patrol. Look at the size of this rod.
Honestly, Here's the thing. If it's between that cop and the 304 in a fist fight, my money's on the 304.
I know, right? Yeah, she looks like a biter, right? Where's this, Orlando?
Interesting.
Oh, look at that. We saw a little blue baggie. Look at that.
Blue Magic. Blue Magic. It's a brand name.
Look at that.
I think that's something. We just picked up a couple more charges, Ben. Let's see.
Yeah, she's gonna get, I would say, 3 hours of community service.
Yeah.
That'll be waived.
And like a month of probation.
Yeah.
Matthew said, you can have the cop, the Locke. You get a forklift. You can borrow a snowboard forklift and take her home with you. Albuquerque.
Oh, that explains it.
Do you want a bunny suit to cover yourself? You sure? There's some weirdos. I'm good. Okay, let's go this way.
Oh, God. She's walking in as if it's a freaking like runway show.
Yeah, she's not bothered. So this is obviously not her first rodeo.
But she had the intention. When we pulled up, her friend was peeing, so they tried to jump in the car and take off right away. She put the car in reverse, wanted to, but we stopped her. So there's the intention of driving.
Sure. Okay, ma'am. I'm Sergeant Johnson with the police department. Okay, so you are being detained. You're not free to leave. Everything's been recorded. Okay, if you resist arrest, force will be used against you. Okay, so you're under suspicion for DWI. Okay, so you're going to have the opportunity to do field sobriety tests.
Her friend has 57 on her too, so they could be doing that.
You need to step out of the vehicle and you have the opportunity to do field sobriety tests, ma'am. Okay?
Y'all do not have permission to.
Okay, that's fine, ma'am. I'm glad you came out here. Okay, so I'm going to give you the opportunity to do field sobriety tests. Okay? I can smell the alcohol in your breath. So would you like to do field sobriety tests, ma'am? Everything's been recorded. I'm Sergeant Johnson with the Albuquerque Police Department. You are being detained. You're not free to leave.
It's very obvious. You said you smelled alcohol on my breath.
Correct.
As soon as I stepped out of the car.
No, ma'am. The window was open. Did you forget?
No, I have it recorded.
Okay, everything's been recorded, ma'am. Okay.
Yes.
You are being detained. You're not free to leave. If you resist arrest, force will be used against you. Okay, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're going to come over here, okay? You have an opportunity to do field sobriety test. You want to do field sobriety test, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We have to do it actually over here. Let's see. Just follow me, ma'am. We're going to go over here, okay? Okay, ma'am, would you like to take off your sandals?
I guess
okay.
so.
Let me see if I can find an area that doesn't have as many rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and put on your sandals again. We'll walk over here. Okay, so you're probably going to have to take off your sandals because they're too tall.
There's
okay?
dirt?
No, ma'am, because of the sidewalk. There's nothing on the sidewalk, okay? Okay, so, ma'am, how many drinks did you have tonight?
2.
Of course, guys. Everyone, whoa, pump the brakes. I need everyone in this chat just guesstimate in the thousands of body cam videos that we've watched. How many times have we heard them say 2 drinks? At least 1,500 times, 2,000, 3,000 times. They always say 2. Always.
2? 2 what?
Margaritas.
Okay. And do you have any medical
2 is all she can count up to. That's the thing. She's saying 2 because that's the highest number she knows. So when people ask her body count, 2.
Yeah, and
that's the highest number.
Tattoo. Guys, the butterfly tattoo and the Medusa tattoo. Hey, Locke, you know why you got to stay away from the Medusa tattoo?
Yeah, SA, right?
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ability to balance?
No.
Okay, so, ma'am, if you want to, you can put your phone here, but you're going to have to do the field sobriety test, okay?
Okay.
So you can record. Let's keep your arms.
To the
Say start
steps,
the
because
9
that's always
steps.
the best
You
part.
understand? Okay, so
Here we
ma'am,
go.
you have to say yes or no.
Yes, I suppose.
Okay. What you're going to do is take 9 hitter toe steps. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3 with the left
Show me the 9
Yeah, I
steps.
just did 3 steps and 3 steps back. I
Could
can't.
You show me the 9.
No, man. I just said
I was wondering if you could show me 9.
She's trying to buy time to sober up.
I just did.
Oh, so I have to show you something, but you can't do it.
Man, remember, everything's been recorded, ma'am. Okay?
Yeah, no, it was a question.
Yeah, and I just said I did 3. I did it even twice for you, okay?
It was just a question. I don't know why you're getting some type of way. Okay.
There you go. Modern woman gaslighting, guys. See that?
Yeah, no, it's just what drives me crazy is that these women get so belligerent and they get so combative and so aggressive, and they are given in a crazy amount of hall passes, and they don't get second chances. They get like 14th chances before the cop goes, all right, enough's enough. A dude would never talk to a cop that way, because a dude would get arrested right away.
They take him down so fast. And Locke, my theory for this whole thing is, once a lot of states legalized pot, that was an easy way for them to get arrests.
Yeah.
So now, in order to keep the arrest quotas up, they're arresting these 304s on things that they used to let slide. So DV, disorderly conduct, public intoxication, simple battery. You know what I mean? They used to let
destruction of property.
These things slide. Yeah. Yep. It's true.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, she can count to 3.
9. And then turn. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, ma'am, go and face me. Okay, feet together, hands by our side.
Typical stopping point that everyone has to take.
No, I'll tell you when I stop, or when you have to stop. Okay, do you have any questions about the test?
I guess not.
Okay, do you understand?
Looks like a transformer.
That's how y'all do things. Okay.
Okay, you may start the test now.
I lift my left
Yep.
foot.
Lift your foot up.
You're about to make a total fool of yourself, but
okay. Yeah.
And time. Okay, ma'am, go and put on your sandals. Okay, so ma'am, you are going to be under arrest for DWI tonight, okay?
Let's go.
How?
Let's
You'll
go.
Because you're drunk.
Okay.
Fuck no.
So listen, ma'am. Okay.
No. How did I fail?
So listen. Okay, everything's
failed.
okay. I'm sorry.
Guys, these writing tests aren't about passing or failing. You know what I'm saying? It's an observation of your behavior while you're doing it. That's what people don't understand. If you're doing the eye thing and you're swaying back and forth, guess what? Even if your eyes track, there's certain signs that they're there to look for.
Johnson with the Albuquerque.
Yeah, Steve, she has flames on her stomach, right?
Yep.
For that scorching cage of the hurt dirt she has.
Did I fail?
Okay, everything's been recorded.
Did I fail?
Okay, you are under arrest. for
Yes,
DWI.
you
Okay?
failed.
If you resist arrest, force abuse against you.
Did I fail?
You performed poorly, ma'am.
Oh my.
How?
So, ma'am, remember, this is going to be played in
How
court.
did I fail
Okay,
poorly?
so ma'am, this is going to be played in court. Okay, you're dealing with a misdemeanor crime. Please don't turn this into a felony. If you turn it into a felony, then it's going to be on your.
Just do what you got to do.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll be nothing but respect for you. Okay, ma'am.
There it is.
It's time.
Guys, we'll skip ahead. Guys, we'll revisit this one on Friday. So guys, let's skip ahead because we're at the 3-hour mark. So let's look at these dunderheads.
Is that you?
Yeah.
That is you? No, it's not.
Yes.
Is that really?
Oh, she has a fake ID.
Oh.
Let's go.
He has a fake ID and she looks like that?
I don't know. It's deceiving them. Go ahead, talk to her. You got sisters or what?
What?
You got sisters?
I
This isn't a joke.
Jesus. Guys, why?
If she has a fake ID, she has aged horribly. It's like, yeah, we're gonna find out that she's 17.
Hey, you guys pay attention?
Oh my God, they're acting like they're on the set of an adult film.
Both of us?
No, just you.
Sit over there. Oh, okay. So you really want to pick up extra charges?
You told me to. He says sit over here.
Sit here. I told you sit over there. So what's your name? Why are you smiling?
Because you look funny.
No, okay. So what's your name? If you make us go,
I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. Well, you still have to identify yourself because I'll get your identity either way. I'll go get you fingerprinted.
Okay.
I'll do the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, and I have the right to remain silent.
And then you'll get extra silly charges, and I'll do it.
Wait, so if I remain silent, I'll get extra charges?
Look at multiple tattoos on her neck. Look at that. You see this?
Are those more butterfly? No, those aren't butterflies. Okay.
Talking about horse people. They're everywhere.
Look at that. You don't identify yourself.
So she'll get extra charges?
Yes, because. Yep. What's your social?
Your mom.
Oh. Yeah. Look like your mom did a good job.
Oh. Let's go. Let's get him, cop. Get him.
Freaking fired, man.
Look who's here and look who's there.
This is at least I get
Look.
to see my children.
Oh my God.
So what's your name? What's your name?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Jesus
Not even Christ can save you, sister.
Habla español.
Guys, I'm telling you, demons, man. Demons.
Oh man.
Demons.
Well, no, this actually points back to what I was saying earlier. She tried like one of the most like freaking basic insults imaginable, and he just shot back immediately.
Yep.
She hates people like that because
Yep.
she can't get under his skin. She you can tell just by the look in her face.
But she's always been able to like, either flirt her way or blow her way out of things.
Oh yeah, and you can tell she's getting more and more frustrated. It's like, why can't I get this guy angry?
Out of this. Yep. There's no way out of this. So
All right. That's cute. We're gonna get your name either way, just so you know.
I know. So what's the hassle?
Just make it easier. Make it easier for yourself and pick up extra silly charges.
She give it to you or no?
This guy.
Oh yeah, no, he's
a sergeant, right? Yeah, he's like
those are chevrons. Yep.
I've seen tons of these 304s. Here we go again. Hey guys, it is, what is it? Oh, they always blur out the time, but it's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning.
I gave it.
What's your social one?
I gave it to
Can you
you.
repeat it like in like
I
1
told you
second?
go watch the recording. I told you it.
It's 11 o'clock.
What was I doing so wrong?
Look at the size of this broad. Now, guys, hear it. Guys, Rajai, Steve, Captain Plane. Have you noticed, guys, that these chicks, they hate the male cops, but they really hate the female cops? Guys, I got to do a video on this because there's been multiple videos where they're just screaming, yelling. You guys remember the video that I did where the chick slapped the female cops? She's calling her a fat bee and also. Guys, they really don't like the fact that another woman has some type of power with them because they all hate each other. They all hate each other anyway.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
Here we go.
Somebody else can. Ball right there. Ball wipe his mouth. I'll sit right here. That's crazy.
Lovely. It's crazy. You're 21 and picking up felony charges.
Life ruined.
Talking.
Actually, no.
Whoa! Who wants to go in the cage? You guys say one more word.
Get in the cage, bitch.
All right, get in the cage then.
Look at that, guys! Look at that!
Well, looks like we're gonna have to up the probation charges to 8 months now.
Hey, no, you're not gonna do that. Now you picked up a felony charge. Go ahead and have a seat. I love you.
Demons, man.
She couldn't even throw a kick properly.
I'll make Kevin. Kevin, I'll get approved on this in case they need a female for this lane.
Isn't it crazy that female cops deal with drunken 304s so much and they're still all feminists? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That the sisterhood with these chicks is so crazy that they'll deal with drunken smartheads like this.
She did.
She's just like, pictures.
Good Lord, man. That is so dumb.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. Locke, thanks for being here, my friend. Everyone, go
Thanks
over
for having me, man.
and sub to Locke's channel, man. Let me drop the link to that one more time.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Here, guys, make sure to go over here. Hold on, let me do this quick, guys. We will do 50304s tomorrow at 10. We'll do greatest hits from the first half of the year. So, guys, make sure I'll be there. It was at 10 p.m. Tomorrow, and guys, I'll probably do a day shift tomorrow because I'm gonna go over that one personal trainer saying how these rich guys' wives are all trying to get piped down by him. But yeah, Locke, any closing words?
No, just just peace out, homies, and all hail. That's what I got.
All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Bye, Locke.
Later,
buddy.